Yes, I agree. Uh, uh, yes, I agree. Uh, uh. All right, we'll just let some people trickle in here. Oh, do I have chat on? I do not.
No, you don't.
There it is. Okay. Um,
Interesting.
hmm. Right? Brisket should be. Okay. Hopefully,
I gotta
chat can
fix this.
just. No, Joe, somebody tried breaking the doorknob.
It's doing weird things because I had to reset everything.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go.
Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, Joe. So when I got back and got the actual exterior of the door, the exterior doorknob taken off, somebody taken like a pick and a screwdriver or something was trying to break in. And best we could tell, the dogs prevented it. So I'm waiting on Wiley Police Department to come by right now. To yeah, yep. So that was my fun for the evening. If you guys are, if I seem a little out of it or not as celebratory as I should be for making 1,000 on YouTube, now you know.
No, it's definitely sounds like it's been a little crazy day for you over there, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Joe, you're not wrong. I mean, that's one way to solve it, but that's not how you solve everything.
yeah. Well, at this point, anyone that ever questions is why I have 3 dogs, and I haven't trained them not to bark at the door. There's a reason. I'd much rather have my dogs alert me to when something's going on, and if I'm not home, like we weren't, um, my dogs won't kill you or anything. Not these ones. Cash would have. These ones, though, are vicious from behind the door. What is this?
Mommy put it in her garbage.
What is it?
It's a school fencing. Mommy wrinkled it up and then flew in
The backside's in Spanish. Okay. What is it? Gentlemen. Oh, I know. Wait, no, here. Okay. We don't go to the school things because they're typically just really badly organized money grabs by the PTA. They have nothing to do.
One of those, huh?
I'm streaming at the moment. After I'm done, then you can. Okay.
If you want to do 2 separate can I say hi to you?
Hello.
Sure, come say hi.
Hi.
He doesn't look sick anymore.
He's not. Since we figured out what was causing everything.
Yeah.
I got all the HEPA filters put in, medication, took them off 2 food items. Life is a lot easier.
Sounds like.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. The kids don't understand what.
They don't understand what
happened.
You just licked his hand, didn't you? Yeah.
Why is my tongue now crunchy? What did you have on your hand?
That's not something you want to ask while you're streaming, dude.
Okay.
Look, and forgot.
But yeah, that's definitely not the question you want to ask, bro.
He's a puppy.
It's like, you know, when you're on the beach and you get sand in your mouth or something. Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Hi.
You go wash your hands, dude. Go wash your hands.
Dogs for dinner. I'm kidding. No dogs eaten or hard.
No, it's not. Plus, we have a bidet, so we're good. Hey, I'm doing the podcast now, so you need to go. Okay. Please. Gabby.
Actually, this is the hand I used to wipe.
It's gonna be one of those nights. It really is gonna be one of those nights. Read it, boy. Oh man. Oh, okay.
No, I just had to get my phone for a message. Just real quick.
Okay.
But no, that's why I had to go get it because I had charged. I didn't charge my phone today. I'd forgotten. So I did now though. Good times, right?
There's just a rule in my house, man. As soon as I fire up the stream or anything, wife will come
running
in,
into
kids
the
will
room.
come in, everybody will come in here, and then the dogs will come in here. Send them all over to Joe's house.
How's the week been other than that? Quick side note, right? Did you know that Reincarnated as a Slime has a season 3 on the way?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you heard me right. The Reincarnated as a Slime has a 3rd season coming.
Oh, yes. I thought you were talking to a game. I was like, oh no, yeah, I've got that.
I mean,
we
they have
were
the one
literally.
game.
I was literally just watching it yesterday. Please don't send them. I want to go to bed early. Matt, early? You? No. What is that, like 2 a.m. for you?
That's early for you, ain't it?
I milked it.
I don't care. Stop interrupting me.
Dim's words.
I actually have a Lunchable.
Dim's big
Yes, you
words.
guys can have Lunchables.
But yes, season 3.
Do they have a date for it?
They sent me an email for it. Oh. I will hit learn more so I can learn more. Stand by. So 2 days ago, teaser visual revealed an advanced screening of the thing. Yeah, because I know there's a movie.
Yep. How about the movie?
That looks like it's probably going to be a while. Yeah, because they haven't been confirmed. Like, they're not released. But so, I mean, the movie's 2023.
Yeah, 2023. And I think the season's summer, right? What's up, Mark? We're still getting
so I mean, it'll be a
up.
little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely, it's something to look out for down the road.
Set for D2? What?
Yeah.
Well, let me fix that. Wonder if they I need to get with I need to check Restream.io to find out why that keeps happening. So it'll update one, but it won't update the other one sometimes. So it'll do the title, but not the yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me, Mark. Appreciate it. Jay, did you check your titles?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So for those that have joined, if I seem a little out of sorts, and if I have to go on mute and turn the camera off for a few minutes, somebody tried breaking into my house while we were gone earlier. I replaced the door lock and deadbolt and everything, but I'm waiting on police to stop by. So I'm a little out of it.
It's understandable. But hey, guys, Geek did hit 1,000 on YouTube. So definitely a plus there.
Thank you very much. I found out a few more things.
Happy
about the
Veterans Day to all of our veterans as well. So
I think that's more
definitely had to remind Marcus about that.
Yeah.
Actually, I went to his chat and told him happy that day. But yes, so I let him know about that too because he actually forgot what today was.
I think a lot of people did, and I tried not to. No, Mark, they didn't get past my dogs, so they didn't get the door open. They just pounded on the. I put a YouTube short up that shows the doorknob. The guy that was doing it apparently hit it so hard on the top that the locking mechanism no longer spins. So the lever piece that goes inside the frame of the door couldn't retract. I literally had to take it apart and then get some heavy metal shears to cut it out. But the doors we found out door frames really well constructed, so I'm happy. And everything. Just glad I got
happy at
dogs.
that point. Yeah,
That would have been
that's true too.
Yeah. In this office, they'd have to break the doorknob, the lock on the door for here because I lock it while I'm not home. So there's that, but we have alarms and everything. So, but that's why we figured they didn't try to break the glass on anything because you can see where the alarm sensors are and stuff. They just try to go through the door. Cheers.
Well, at least everything turned out fine though. I mean, at least
Yeah.
they didn't get inside the house. And good thing you got dogs.
Yeah. But
Somebody needs to
So-
clip "Why is my tongue now crunchy?" What? And then they need to save that.
crap. Crap. Matt, that kind of disappoints me that the schools didn't talk more about Veterans Day. Growing up, man, we were all about it.
It
And
disappoints me too.
Today, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, all that stuff. Without the service, I don't care. All these wannabe everything else, they wouldn't have the ability to whine, moan, complain, or whatever, talk whatever they want without that. So
Yeah.
it needs to be
Yeah.
talked about more. So
That's how they go.
anyways, there's your Clint Eastwood for the day. So
Just waiting for a get off my lawn kind of thing.
all I know, I've been home and that guy would have tried to go through the door. I got a shockwave shotgun. It would have met him rather well. On the school's not teaching.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that said, we do try to avoid political conversations, but I do
And
want to
can
make
we
sure
get
that the
Little
veterans
side
get.
note opinion on you.
Hmm?
So I was sent this PC, right, for specs and stuff,
Hmm.
and it's a i7 12 700F.
12700.
16, yeah, 12700F.
Not a K, but an F.
Yeah, an F.
Okay.
16 gigs of RAM is fine.
Hmm.
The speed is. You guys tell me the speed? Assuming it's going to be 3200. It looks, yeah, so it just says it's 16 gigs. It doesn't tell me the actual speed. It's a 1 terabyte M2 NVMe PCIe SSD and a 3060 for $1,500. And I think this is Canadian.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's the one. Yeah, if he can get all of it for that much in Canadian, which is about 300 more than US dollar equivalent, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I know that he wants to play some of the newer games like Hogwarts, and I was trying to explain to him via chat because I know you're talking about that. The 2060 is good, and it won't have any problems playing things like Hogwarts. However, there have been 2 technical videos brought out from the people that have been able to do beta and some previews and stuff on Hogwarts gameplay. And we've briefly talked about it. The 2060 will not play Hogwarts at 1080p natively. Hey, Fury, what's up? It will use a process similar to FRS, which is a scaling, an upscaling to get to 1080p. Now, the user probably won't even notice it, but it's not going to be running true 1080p native. they recommend a 3060. Now the 2060 is the card like Hogwarts and stuff recommends, but yeah. But a 3060, that card, while it's not epic, it's not bad either, and we'll hold them over for majority of the games coming out, including Starfield. You're not going to run at high graphics or anything, but medium and stuff, he'll be doing just fine. Because a lot of the games, they don't want to have something they can't support, and not everyone's going to get the 40 series cards, especially since we'll talk about the pricing on those damn things later. But yeah. So, but yeah, at 3060 be good. But like speaking of the 2060, just as an FYI, for those that have not heard,
they're getting canned.
Nvidia has officially. What is this? They added something new. You can add a source, so I can add another browser or another camera source. We have a new feature in Restream Studio that I'm not aware of, and I'm not going to test it right now.
I don't like as much fun as it looks like to do. I
just
don't advise doing it, honestly.
After the evening that I've had, I don't need that. Yeah, so Nvidia has come out and confirmed the end of the production and supply of what Steam calls the second best gaming GPU, the GeForce RTX 2060, and that will be all lines of the 2060. 2080, I think, is still going to be made. 2080 Ti. To what degree, though, I have no idea. But yep, 2060 and 2060 Super. No more production. So once they're out of stock, they're out of stock. So I think that's their way of trying to get people to move up into the RTX 3000s, which I'm perfectly okay with. Well, the cards were beasts and good solid workhorses. I think they want to stop having people use old technology and move to the newer stuff that has better functionality.
I like old technology, though, Geek.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I like it.
So I don't know if there's a shutdown date. Yep. Well, this is kind of interesting to see. Why is this doing that? I don't need that. Thank you. Percentage of cards. Now, I don't let Steam inventory my system, so it doesn't know what I'm using, but yep. No more. And if people can get a 40 series card, that'll be surprising, but I still think AMD is going to fill the gap that the 2000 is leaving, since their pricing is more reasonable.
Well, I mean,
whereas
RTX, if you think about it, like, yeah, there's definitely going to be something there, you know?
But yeah, so while we're doing that one, I'm just going to automatically share why I think AMD's 7900. Joe, if you're still in there, you just go buy a 7900 XTX, dude. I know you're not going to have the same performance of a ray tracing. It's like 20% less, but everything else across the board, the 7900 XTX is $1,000. Okay. The freaking 4080 16 gig. Do I need to zoom in on these prices? Asus ROG Strix is almost as expensive as a 4090 FE. Why the hell? Blankety blank 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 blankety blank 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 blank.
I wouldn't pay that for that.
Is a 4080 16 gig almost as $50 less, $50 less than a 4090 FE.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. Wow.
I can go to 7900 XTX. Sure, the only thing it's lacking is it doesn't have the 100% same across the board ray tracing capabilities. I don't care. $500 to $600 price differences, I'll take it. Especially since
it but
comes
at the
out,
price that they're starting at, though.
Yeah, $1,200 versus $1,000. If you can NVIDIA needs to get their heads out of their ass on this one. They
Oh,
have
plus,
come out and screwed the pooch.
That's actually pretty solid, though. I was looking at 4K for the setting a XTX, still playing over 60 FPS.
Yep. And they already confirmed that it has 100% built-in and full support for the AV1 encoder, meaning where OBS previously you wanted to use the RTX cards, if you were a gamer streamer, AMD has now resolved that one. 100% incorporate AV1.
That was the big issue, was why I didn't go with an AMD card before.
That was the whole reason I was telling people to go with the RTX. Now, in this case, you know where it's going to make a difference? Which game it'll make a difference in? Cyberpunk 2077. That's where you're going to notice the biggest difference. Maybe Starfield when it comes out. Maybe. But RTX or ray tracing still on. It's just not as robust. You're going to have shadowing. You're going to have graphical details and everything.
I mean, but starting out $899 for, I think, the XT.
Yeah.
Is, when you look at that price compared to this 4080, I mean,
yep.
I think
I don't get that pricing. Bro. I just don't get that pricing. I can see a 4090 being worth the money, $1,600 to $1,700. The 4080, that's a $1,300 card at most. Not $1,300, $1,000 card.
Yeah.
They're not competitive anyway. They're like, well, this is new and everything else. I get that. It's a kick butt card. It has a lot of functionality. You can ramp it up. But you don't have any cards that are worth.
You know what? I'll just put it this way. I'll just say Jim was right.
Mark says the laptop. I mean, I looked at Best Buy today. I was going to go down, and they've door tagged it for me. I have 2 days to go down and get it. They put an Asus Zephyrus, and this has a Ryzen 9 in it, and a 3070 in it, with 1 terabyte M2 and 16 gigs of RAM, expandable up to 64. Right now, for $899 at my Best Buy. So I couldn't. That thing's normally $1,400. That's a heck of a laptop.
Yeah,
I'll swap out the M2, put 2 terabytes in there, put in 32 gigs of RAM, and that thing could be a stream box. It can be a mobile laptop. And I get a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, I hate laptops for gaming and all that stuff." But you know what? If you're traveling, you need a stream box, you need to be able to video edit or any of that other stuff. It's not bad. So it's really not. And if I need to go in the living room or anything, it's not bad. So yeah, I think AMD is going to beat out NVIDIA this time around on sales, not on horsepower, but sales, and not screwing over the consumer. Because NVIDIA, we're not gonna do the 2060 anymore, and we're gonna bend you over backwards for the 4080, which has almost the same pricing as a freaking 4090. It don't make no sense to me. I need to get a second M2 for my laptop. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more of the mindset with the laptops. I don't know if I'll run multiple M2s or just a 2 terabyte M2. And that's because a lot of the laptop motherboards, it's not that they don't support multiple M2s. It's just I might only want to pressure on the controller for one. If I'm doing like games or something, I want to make sure I maintain maximum performance. But yeah. So yeah, AMD I think is going to win this one out just because while it's expensive, the cards are worth. I think the cards are worth $900 to $1,000.
Yeah,
I don't think that the 4080 is worth freaking $1,400 to $1,600.
I could go buy the thing for about $900. Same laptop.
Mm-hmm. So
crazy.
That's
since you said it, I decided to look it up and see what from my area itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just curious.
Yeah. So and a lot of people don't understand. I mean, if you're trying to save space, you need something for travel. You need something for school that's
You talk
dependable.
about saving space, and I put this big thing beside me.
Well, yeah. June.
Yeah,
I'm gonna end up with 2 big cases when I'm done. I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm
I
not the
gotta-
guy that's gonna build 3 different PCs and say it's my last one every time either. So
now the thing, the saving grace for that one on me is luckily who I work for gives me some pretty good discounts and
yeah,
some
see,
hardware.
you have that.
So that's the saving grace.
Look, I need to get 2 terabyte to put in that thing though.
We have the holiday employees
I mean,
holiday
look,
buy.
I've got
coming
5,
up.
but I want 2 more.
So, well, I scored a drive from them a while back,
No. Oh,
but it's not an
because,
M2. It's not an M2 drive. It's a server level performance SSD.
Mhm.
So this box right now, it has 8 terabytes of M2 drives in it, and then it's got a 16 terabyte SSD. And yeah, which I'm glad of because I've been doing the God of War captures
Yeah.
at
Remember we
4K.
were talking about that?
And I've been breaking like freaking 200 gigs on file size for just like a little over 2 hours of gameplay. It's freaking insane. And it fills up fast if you're not careful and if you're running on M2. So, yeah. But so, what are your plans for your PC there?
Well, first I was going to send you the thing that I actually have in here is the MP600 1 terabyte. Is what's currently in there.
Did you just send it? Where did you send it?
No, I haven't sent it yet because I was looking for the accurate one.
I watched a streamer. I watched his playing God of War Ragnarok today. Yeah, I'll be streaming God of War later, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I see you've been having a pretty good time.
Do the game. I'm probably just based off how much I've enjoyed, I'm probably gonna get 3 at least New Game Plus playthroughs through. And the way I do it each time I do a New Game Plus with God of War is I increase the difficulty more and more. I'm not like glad where I'm just gonna set it to die hard the very first day. I want to enjoy the story. I want to go searching and find all that stuff and get all the achievements, and then yeah. But I'm still missing like a freaking crap ton of the Odin's Ravens, so I've got to go back and find them because they actually made finding the Ravens worthwhile now. So if you go into a certain realm, the Ravens, the more Ravens you have, the more chests you can unlock. So I'm pretty happy about that. What do we got? Corsair. Oh, that's Gen 3.
No, it's like that, but I couldn't find the actual one.
Okay.
It's
For the cost, is that 1 terabyte? That's not worth
it
the
was
cost.
free.
Oh, if it's free, then there you go.
Yeah, it was free.
There you go. Yeah.
That one's free. But no, that's the one that's currently being used.
Okay.
Because the other one that I have over there is going to be a boot drive and another PC down the road. It's 500 gigs, so just got to sit to the side for now until I get around to it.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, man, like that was one thing. That's why I was like, before I forget about it.
Yeah.
Dude, getting that drive though for the PlayStation though for the price was really great. That 2 terabyte. It's
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. They usually this time of the year they put on the Crucial RAM for sale for the employees. So probably going to pick up a couple of the 2 terabyte M2s. My guess is for around $120 a pop, 125 maybe at the most.
Yeah, 'cause, that's part of the thing. It's just the storage stuff.
Yeah. But I remember when we first started talking PCs and you were learning how to build them, I was saying don't get anything smaller than half a terabyte, but I would go a terabyte. I'm at a point now with the pricing and everything. I don't buy anything smaller than 2 terabytes. It just doesn't work for me anymore.
Well, I mean, it's like
especially
sometimes you come
since-
across deals like the one that I sent you that you ended up
Yeah.
getting yourself. Like I
that
was
yep,
just
the one that's in
browsing.
there.
Yeah, when I was just browsing and I was like, "Oh, hey, geek, look at this."
Yeah, that was a good deal. And
I mean,
I
I
can't
couldn't
wait
pass
because
it up myself.
we got the cyber. I don't know what's politically correct to say. You got Black Friday coming up and Cyber Monday and all that other stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll probably be able to find some pretty good deals across the board. I'm pretty happy about that. But
Yeah, definitely, man.
so the biggest things right now, GPUs and UPSs are your expensive parts. Processors are surprisingly what's getting cheaper. At least AMD understands what Intel did, and AMD is getting ready to lower their prices on the processors yet again. So I'm okay with that. Can't wait for January so we can find out if we're going to get a 7950 X3D, because it's the only thing that's keeping me from pulling the trigger. I've got
Yeah,
the
because
70.
that'd be interesting.
I've got my MSI 4090 liquid cooled Supreme. So I just need to build around that one.
Yeah, you seem to look really forward to that.
I'm actually going to have to put I'm putting a lot more thought into this one.
Yeah.
Like M2 drives, how many M2s do I want in there? I'm going to actually, I want, because the board supports 4, I want to put in, again, I would like to
Didn't
have
you
8
send me the
terabytes.
board before?
Mm-hmm. So I want I want at least 4 M2 drives, and I want 2 terabytes on each of them. So that'll give me 8 terabytes. So that should be plenty of storage space for what I'm trying to do, because the system I'm using now will become the streaming capture device, and that's where I need the most storage, which I can offload. But the problem is, then I look at if I'm doing encoding, which I've been learning about. Video editing is not overly complicated, but when it comes time to package up what you've done and encode it to get it ready for upload, I have a whole newfound respect for editors, because that level of patience. Like, I had one of the God of War videos, because I recorded it at 4K.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You muted yourself, by the way.
It took 47 minutes to encode that video. It was crazy. I couldn't believe how much.
That's something about that.
So,
I
but
almost
if I would have,
with
but on the 4090, doing the comparison,
that's what I've been looking back and forth at with some different things and see.
it would have been closer to 20 minutes. Oh, and then Affinity is now released version 2 of all of its stuff. And I think my Affinity updates to it. Look, we're about to find out if I was watching the YouTube videos on it, the updates and everything. I want to see if Affinity Photo, if I'm going to have to buy a new one or not.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Find out more.
We are now finding out more.
Oh, it's 40% off. So if I want to upgrade, it's 40% off. Okay. Let me share.
In 3, 2, 1.
So
How about that?
So this is what I've been using instead of Adobe. And it's 40% off of all their apps. So dude, you can get the entire suite. That's Affinity Photo, Designer, and Publisher for
Yeah,
100
nobody can see
freaking
that.
bucks. Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Maybe if they can see it now better.
That's worth it. And for anyone that's asking, That's Mac OS, Windows, iPad, and this is by far, in my book, kicks the crap out of the Adobe products. Plus, it has takes full advantage of all the new hardware technology, AMD, NVIDIA, all that stuff, whereas the rest of them don't. And if you want to try it, you got a 30-day trial. I highly recommend go and give it a try. I am probably going to yeah, there's no probably about it. I'm going to go buy this after stream tonight. That's awesome. That is freaking kick butt. $100 for all those. And the programs have been wicked awesome already. Yeah. I'm good with that. Anyways, it's a squirrel moment.
No, I figured it was going to happen sooner or later, honestly.
I still use Adobe Photo CS2 because of Adobe Ops. Yeah, I did. I used to use Adobe Lightroom all the time for my photography. Publisher and design do just in photo do just fine for everything for me, and I can save the same macros. And I don't have to pay $11.99 a month to be able to use it. See the difference? So at $11.99 a month to have maintain an Adobe, I think it's going up to $14.99 next year. 4 months, and that 2 months, a little over 2 months, 2 to 3 months, and that's paid for photo, right?
Yeah.
And if I maintain that subscription for the
it was
entire
$40.
year, if I maintain that for the entire year, that pays for the entire Affinity series. So I don't see a loss on this one. And this is a one-time thing. I'm not having payments all over the place.
True. You're
So
all there, you know.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I feel you. I understand. Definitely makes sense.
Anyways, I digress. I don't feel like I've been in the zone today. I'm a little distracted still.
It's been like an off day for you, kind of, you know, to say the
Yeah.
least. It's a nice way of putting it, honestly.
I would say so.
No hat today, huh?
It's wet. The one I was gonna wear is wet. The other ones
Rip
are
to the
hanging
hat.
on the wall. I put it in a hat rack. Those ones are. It's have you seen those non-deforming hat racks? It's got like the little brown globe on the end that puts the hat on there, so it maintains the shape right here. Because normally, like if you put your hand out on a hook and it's gonna put a little. After a while, it wears a little divot in the back. Like that.
Yeah.
Well, this one, it's more like this.
Oh, it's more ball and then, like a fist
Yeah,
kind of in the hat.
this
Yeah,
size. So it
makes
looks
more
weird
sense.
if you don't have a hat on it, but given that some guy named Unforsaken Jay sent me a couple really nice Naruto hats, and I got another hat coming. Yeah.
I don't know this Unforsaken J guy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, see, you say that my Destiny hat's hanging straight up above,
Yeah.
like it's above that picture there. It's
Yeah.
straight up that way. My GCX hat's over there. I've got a few military hats hanging up over there and stuff. And
Yeah. For anyone that's curious, I actually just bought the new 2.0
did you
Affinity
already?
stuff. Yeah. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget about it.
No, I mean, I'd
And
remind you.
I use the crap out of that stuff. So, and since I'm learning it, I've been using Designer and Publisher to try to learn thumbnails. And
All right, Mark, we'll see you when you get back.
all right, Mark. So,
yeah, definitely. I figured you was gonna get it. I'm not even surprised.
Yeah.
Then.
The install sizes aren't too bad either.
Really
600.
good week.
It's freaking awesome. I don't know, I mean,
Segway.
I have not been watch. I know Glad's been streaming it,
Yep.
and several other people have, but I haven't watched any
Bontus
streams.
is doing it now, and that's why I was like, I can't watch that.
So I've been
I'm
watching
waiting.
Abontus's,
Yeah.
but he's behind me.
Oh.
I went into his stream. Every time I get into the stream, I go double check him and see where he's at. And I was like, okay, good. He's behind me. I'm good. I can go support his stream and watch or something. And then
definitely.
I can go play. So, but what I've been doing is breaking down just my live streams and stuff into just little video segments. And that's when I learned you go through, like, if you got a 5 hour or 6 hour block of video footage, going through it to find the segments for each quest step, and then mark video editing, going into the editing software, marking where you have noise issues or where you have no noise, no dialogue, or you got up and you got distracted by a squirrel or something, or the kids come in. So you got to remove all that other stuff, and then you have to do this and you have to do that. And it's just like all of a sudden, yeah, I have a whole new respect for all of that. Because it takes time. And yeah. But someone was like, the people who were worried that, I mean, remember before it came out, people were worried, isn't going to be as good as the 2018. And I can say without a doubt, it is. The storytelling that they're doing, the emphasis on how they are portraying Kratos as a father, and the decisions, and they're mirroring it to other actions from people and characters in God of War 2018. They've even tied in the lore and story from previous God of War games. And I'm done 16 hours, 18 hours, I don't know. And I think I'm, if I'm understanding correctly, I might be about a third of the way through, maybe. And I'm missing stuff. I'm missing things from the first area. I'm missing a couple things from another area. Yeah. So yeah, I've got some catching up to do, but I'll be playing this, and then I'm hooked on it enough that I know that I'll play a few new game pluses just because. And people are like, well, you already beat the game. I beat it, but I want it to be harder. I want to get different armor, to get certain things that you can only get after you've beat it once or twice. They actually reward you for playing it more, kind of like Persona 5. The more you play it, the more stuff you can unlock, achievements and things that you might not be able to do in your first playthrough.
I know about Persona 5.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. Overall, I have no complaints on it. I did have one. Welcome back, Mark. I did have one bug that I encountered last night's stream. It was an audio glitch, so I got to go through and clip that out and post it. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with the game. There's been a couple like graphical hiccups that I've seen in once in mine and once in Ebontis's, where he used the heavy axe attack to throw something through the gate, and he had to use a ranged attacks or heavy attack on the ground effect to kill it because he couldn't get. He went through the gate, couldn't go through the gate. So, so Genshin, you don't like God of War? Is that
part of what
I'm Jay? Do you like it? Or are you just? I'm trying to understand. No, I love God of War. Okay. I was just saying,
you just confused him.
I was
didn't
like,
know what to say.
I was like, Fart of War? Huh? No, I love
Man,
God
look.
of War. So,
Man, look, you just confused him as much as you could right there with that one statement.
broke my
He said,
brain.
"Huh?"
So, yeah.
You knew that was coming.
Anyways,
You
I'm
knew
loving
someone
it.
was gonna do it.
Yep, and I'm going to be doing. I'll probably do that. I got the Atari 50th anniversary, which
You gonna play that with Joe?
I don't even know if Joe plays games.
It's like that, huh?
If he wants to come over and play, there's some of the games that are two controller.
Wow, Joe. He said you don't play games, bro.
I haven't.
He said you can't get good.
I haven't checked. Let me see if it's co-op.
How you gonna do Joe like that already?
Easy. Ooh, so we can do. Oh, it's split screen though. He'd have to come over. So he's welcome to come over and play. I think I posted. Give me a second. I know I posted the list of all the games. Here it is. What's up, Spider? So this is what I got. Oh, we could take off the God of War thing. For those that don't know, if you haven't got God of War and you want to get it, is it worthwhile? 300% worth it in my book. It's worth the price, which is surprising. A lot of the games today are not. I think this one does hold true to the franchise. But so I picked this one up because I'm a Atari 50 fan, or 20, all the Atari games. I was a little disappointed. River Raid is not on the list, but from Atari Arcade, we got 100 something games. You got Asteroids of Luck, Breakout, Centipede, the original Cloak and Dagger, which is going to be fun to play again. Haven't played that in a long time. Gravatar, this iRobot. iRobot is not the movie with Will Smith. Missile Command. There's several versions of Missile Command. Super Breakout, and then you can go in and you can see Atari reimagined. So they updated like the Neo Breakout, Sword Quest, which I'm looking forward to. I haven't seen that game in. Most of you weren't around when that game came out, so just remember that. Caverns of Mars. I think I played it once. Asteroids again. Let's see, now this is when I start really getting into it, because the 2600 is what we did a lot of gaming with my dad. Adventure.
It's really great to see conversations like that, because people that know each other get to see each other all the time.
Yep.
So it's always funny to see stuff like that, man.
JIM into Arcade 1-Up. Yep. The reason I am so excited about this and getting on a Steam is because it's fully supported on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, so what he's trying to say is he just really wants to play it while he's laying in bed, and then while he falls asleep, the thing hits him in the face, just like your phone.
I use a wedge pillow, so it doesn't happen that way, but yeah. But as you can see,
hey, look, he's really gonna play that tic-tac-toe though. Don't let him lie to you.
I was hoping for Pitfall. Pitfall would be on here too, but unfortunately, no Pitfall. We got Missile Commander though. It was one of our all-time favorites. I never did the real sports on those ones. Secret Quest was good. Super Breakout was good. Calvin's been.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Calvin's been using the Steam Deck the most right now. He's been going through all the Sword Art games.
That's actually a good way to play them.
Yeah, I would have to say. And the one that was having problems on the 3090, zero problems on the Steam Deck.
I'm telling you, dude, it just doesn't like the 3090, bro.
I don't think it does. And I've updated everything. It's weird.
It doesn't have issues with the 3060 Ti.
Yep.
But it doesn't like the 1660.
Nope. And so we found out also, Calvin, as he was playing, he was watching the anime series. Mm-hmm. The only Crunchyroll is the only place that has them all available, all the episodes and seasons available now. Hulu's got like one or two. Netflix has one or two.
So Hulu got rid of them then.
Yeah.
They used to have them.
They used to, both Netflix and Hulu had all of them. Not anymore. They've got partials. That's it. So keep that in mind. I went out and after he told me, I was like, all right, that's it. So I went out and did the snippet thing, and I found the box set, the complete box set for $199. Jay will tell you, Run Forsaken Jay. I don't want to confuse it with the Jay in chat. I love the series. I've got like in my office, like probably 9 or 10 figures. Some of them just sitting on the desk. Here's Asuna. Here's Kirito in full armor from various games and stuff as the Black Knight.
Yeah. I have
So I went out. Went out and got those. Calvin told me for Christmas he wanted Kirito's swords, so
they're not that hard to find.
The life-size replica ones, yeah.
I have them.
So probably gonna get him those.
They're heavy too.
Yeah.
I've got a sword mount that's on the wall that's holding them up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have some replicas. That one that's over there on the
nobody can see it. It's blurred, bro.
Hold on,
all right, so you know what? I like how he's like, yeah, that one over there. Can anybody? You can't see it. It's all blurred. This guy, he's like, yeah, check it out. He always does this. Every time he forgets that it's blurred too. And so he always constantly points at something. And he's like, yeah, it's over there on the wall.
But by the door, you see the bottom of the sword. Yeah, that's a real one. And the kids are like, can we play that? It's like, no, it's a real bastard sword. You cannot play with that sword. It's real metal. It'll hurt you.
Hey, geek, you know why they call it a bastard sword?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do? Mm-hmm. Okay. Didn't know if I need to explain to you why they called it that.
No, I've been to Scotland and England and gone through the towers and everything and seen some of the historical documentation. I'm good. I'm good. Not going there on stream. We were going through the Tower of London, my dad and I, when I took him on vacation.
Yeah.
And we went through some of the armament sections and the historical dungeon areas and everything else. Geneva Convention today got nothing on stuff back in the medieval times, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Yeah. There were some mean son of a guns back then. Things they would do to your orifices. Anyways, God of War is really, really good. Atari 50th anniversary, I'm looking forward to. So I'm good there. Oh, so you're cleaning that up. You beat me to it.
Just a little bit.
So I did want to have a conversation with people in chat, and I want it to remain civil, but I'm going to do a video on it.
What up?
What's up, Matthew? I really want to try to distinguish, and I'm not, and Jay and I were talking about this before we went live. Please, because the first thing I think everybody's going to see when they see casual gamer versus hardcore gamers is they're going to jump to the Destiny 2 community. Please do not do that. I want this high level distinguishability.
Well, I mean, because honestly, like even in most MMOs, right?
Yeah.
There's that separation there. You have that too. You got your hardcore raiders, and then you got people that play it casually to take the time.
Yep.
I was in the beginning part of that when I was playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. Well, see, and I know, and the reason it came up is you've seen the series of videos I've done. Yeah. And then I was on the phone with Joe.
That came out like the past week. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was on the phone with Joe, and he says, I'm more of a casual player. I got tons of content. And I'm like, okay. And he says, maybe you guys should put yourselves in that perspective. I says, I have. But I wanted to, I got my thoughts on it.
I still think it'd be great to have like Joe just like hop on and talk this too, since you know he is that casual.
If he wants to hop on, Joe, are you around to talk on?
Because honestly, like since he does have that opinion from that side, it'd be great to have that contrast to it.
Can we invite? Do you know how to invite from here? Oh, it's in the bottom. I got it.
Jay, Geek does. I'm gonna end up buying one now.
Do I have what?
Steam Deck.
Yes, Jay. I have a Steam Deck. I have modified my Steam Deck, and I love my Steam Deck. You could even say I sleep with my Steam Deck. Well, I fall asleep with my Steam Deck. How's that? But
Geek
yeah,
probably actually does, Jay, because he actually has 3 different things for it. Anyway,
yeah. So, Jay,
also Joe said he was available, so
I sent him a list so he can join us on Discord.
invite guest. Okay.
And if anybody else, you want to invite anybody else to talk about it, that's fine too. So Jay, to answer your question, you use right now, if I have the default internal M2 drive, which I upgraded to a 2 terabyte, I have that running SteamOS with the Linux on it, and then it boots to everything, and I left that one alone. And then I have a dedicated 1 terabyte micro SD card, and there's a command call from Linux to mount, and then it boots via mount to the Windows. And I went with Windows 11 because what that does is gives me the most support for games, which is what is all about that. You know, the Steam Deck is supposed to be all about the games. And so that's why I did that. But I also have added a few things without having to go into dual boot or to Windows boot. And I can play from, because it runs on Linux and I've updated some packages like Proton and all that other stuff. I have about half of my Epic games working. I have a significant portion of the Xbox cloud games working. I have Destiny 2 working really, really well now through using NVIDIA Go Now through the Steam Deck to play it, and it works great. I'm not going to go on raids or anything, but it works pretty good for just doing daily activities. And yeah, so and I also upgraded the battery in it. If you're going to use it a lot, you have got to upgrade the battery. No, it's all Jay, I will send the other Jay the link to the video that I used that walked me through getting Windows dual boot set up on it.
Jay, I'll send Jay. Okay.
Yeah. See what I did there? Yeah. So I don't know if Joe's joining us or not. I sent him the link, the invite link. But yeah. Yeah, I love the Steam Deck. And they've already announced playing with the background. Okay. They've already announced a Steam Deck 2.0. They haven't started production on it, but they have announced the hardware and the goals for what they're trying to do.
I got it.
And you got them? Okay.
Yep, I do indeed.
How do I blur my background?
Oh, you're not ready?
You can turn your volume down a little bit. Ben needs a haircut. Oh my. We use NVIDIA Broadcast to, well, at least I do, to blur my backgrounds.
Yeah. I'm using a green screen.
And yeah, Jay's got a green screen. So
I mean, look, to be real, it's not a real green screen, right?
Well, no, but
it is, but it's not.
Technically, it is. Technically, in the sense of a green screen. There's like, nothing.
Joe, when you're ready, just type in chat and let me know, and I'll add you.
Yeah. Yeah. But
yeah, so actually, it's a piece of like cloth that's green. It's actually a fabric, and that's why it can stretch all the way over there, because it was only like $20 instead of $160 for the Elgato one.
Add it for now. You'll deal with it. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me. I'll fix that.
Interesting background. Are you sure that was your background became the foreground?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Background was the foreground.
I was like, that was
All right, here we
interesting.
go. Okay.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, the dude down there with the hat on and the white beard is my younger brother by 2 minutes. But
Actually, I would call that a massive goatee. Is what that would be.
I'm going for the dwarf thing. Eventually, I'm going to tie it and braid it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not quite as good as length as yours, Jay, but
Actually, this is trimmed, bro.
I was gonna say Jay's trimmed his and he
Yeah.
cleaned up his cheeks. Last time
Mhm.
he's got the baby cheeks going on. I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, I
But
went and cleaned up the facial hair here because I was starting to get like up to here, so I went ahead and just trimmed everything back down and everything.
yeah. So
No, but I decided to clean everything up a little bit. So
what's her name?
Mustang Sally.
spot it with the 100 bits though.
It's
I don't know. I guess that's on.
I have no idea. It doesn't tell me. Let me go look. I don't know.
We just appreciate Spot. I'm just glad you're hanging out.
Spider,
Anyways,
looks like you did it to each channel. Thank you, Spider, so much. You didn't have to.
thank you, Spot. Appreciate it. Also, on this note, for casual versus hardcore gamer, I couldn't ask for a better comparison because you're both one of those things,
Yeah.
and you're related, which makes it better.
Yeah,
Because you're both
definitely.
Laugh at each
have
other
an
and laugh
opinion
about
on
it
it.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, well, I laugh at Geek every day, so.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen that mango beard that he tried?
We don't call it the mango beard. We call it the Cheeto dust
oh.
beard.
Cheeto dust beard. Got
Cheeto.
it.
Cheeto beard.
Yeah.
Redheads
Cheeto, no.
can't dye their you can't dye redheads' hair. It's resistant naturally. So
Yeah,
you
we
have to
saw what
use-
happened when he tried that. It was great.
I'm never doing that as a Doughboy did his thing as first he colored it pink and then he shaved it and I'm like, yeah, you do that, boy. Eventually this thing's gonna turn all white on me and I'll just deal with it then.
Yeah, it's going. I'm just happy I have hair.
Yeah, like my mom's dad, he was bald by 40.
Yeah.
So luckily red hair is a genetic mutation and knock on wood, I'm still good to go.
Most redhead, 90% of redheads, I think, retain their hair.
Yeah.
So Ron Howard's the exception, but he's got billions, so he can go buy a wig if he wants.
Well, I mean, he can do whatever he wants to, really, dude.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go buy a hat and put it on. I'm good to go.
I do want to say congrats verbally to you for hitting 1,000. That's a big accomplishment. So kudos.
Yeah,
the kids are excited. I'm excited.
We went out and celebrated and they came home and found out someone tried breaking in the back door. So
yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, no, it's I appreciate it. It's been a lot of work. I told a certain somebody that he's next, so we're going to focus on his channel.
You tell that Joe?
No.
Hey.
But I'm looking forward to what I get to do with it. For those who don't know, hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube lets you apply for partnership. The program takes a little bit to get through. I didn't know it took that long. Once you got there, you submit your paperwork. And then they got to go through an AdSense feature and some other stuff, and it could take anywhere from 7 days or so, usually. In some cases, up to 30. But at least it's been started. The process is going. And what I look forward to is just like everything that comes from Twitch and everything that will come from YouTube is going straight back into the streaming and content creation. And what I look forward to most is being able to use that to get hardware, because I honestly don't mind talking about games and I don't mind talking about how I like them, but I would like to be able to do more hardware analysis, do testing, and I would also really, really like to do some overclocking live streams, right? So Jay can laugh at me as I freeze my hand off or something, you know?
Well, I mean, Joe would have to be here because he needs to laugh too.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm plucky comic relief.
Yep. And then
I can love that because me and you'll be laughing at Geek while he's
touche
over there.
Licking a hand that has Crunchyroll on it.
Yeah. I don't know what was on his hand, man.
Leftover Cheeto powder from when you did your beard.
Yeah. I don't
That
know.
statement is going to bother you because I feel like I should make a tweet about it, about you saying that now.
Yeah. Well, you'll wait
Yeah.
until you find the clip and go for it. Anyways, the reason I wanted, Jill brought it up with the casual gamers, and it's come up in some of the comments. And I actually chatted with CB a little bit about it. It's an interesting topic, and if we can get it filled out some, and I'm going to do a bigger video on it. I want to have him come on the chat and talk about it. And maybe even get his roommates to.
I had somebody else that
us.
actually wanted to speak about it, but they're a little bit about 3 sheets to the wind, so I decided against that.
Evil?
Who was that?
No, remember Bobby?
Oh yeah, no.
He's
yeah,
no, not Socks.
Bobby.
A different Bobby.
No, Bobby, the one with the credit card.
The one that you should put the Sid face next to.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that one.
that Bobby.
Yeah, that one.
That's why I said you said he's 3 sheets to the wind. I'm like, no, not that Bobby. I don't know, that would go so well.
I will put it into his terms, right?
Yeah.
He's 12 shots of crack and 4 crushers. Deep.
Oh wow.
Nice.
See, that's the advantage of not drinking. I can really enjoy it when my friends are plastered. Gerald,
I prefer the term drunk by association. All the fun, all the laughs, and I don't get caught on camera.
Yeah, Mark, he's
well shot.
he's up there.
We have a friend, mutual friend, Jay, that when he gets drunk,
which Jay?
You.
This Jay or that?
Unforsaken Jay. He can speak fluent Japanese while he's drunk. Period.
Yeah.
Can't speak it a lick when he's sober, but when he's drunk, and Miwa Nakagawa, who was an exchange student, she confirmed it. She's like, he's speaking fluent Japanese.
Speaking of which, you and the kids better brush up.
Wow.
Brush up
look,
on your basic.
You're telling
Japanese
him that?
December.
I'm gonna tell you to brush up on your English. How about that?
Okay. Because they're going to be here.
Are they coming for Christmas?
Yeah.
They fly in on. They land on the 19th of December, and they'll be
Sweet.
here through the 5th of January. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Long time.
But yeah. Well, the kids and them are going to decide if they like life here in the United States enough to move here, which is going to be
culture shock.
Anyways, so I wanted to distinguish between casual gamers, impact. Yep, between I don't know what the heck is going on. I can't talk all of a sudden. Maybe it was a
stuff you live.
Whatever's on Calvin's hands kicking in.
Crap.
I think what he's saying is he wants to distinguish between his kind of gameplay and someone who's more casual like myself. Because I just get on for the longest time when I solo played because it's like, I'm not going to go out and I'm not going to grind for a group to deal with. I just want to get on and have fun. I'm not going to blow through the content. And so forth.
I don't know so much about the content or the difference of play style, but more I want to talk about the impact to the game as far as what that means. So there's a few questions from this one, and this is for you as a casual, and for anyone in chat or anyone that's going to watch this video later. As a casual player and the impact to the game, so the questions that come up quite a bit. Do the casual players spend more money in the game on the game than the hardcore players? Do the casual players actually spend more time in the game than the hardcore players? Is the casual players aren't playing, as you just said, because you're soloing and everything, aren't doing the end game content, so there's no end game content. So if you don't keep it, what makes the game challenging for you to come back versus what is there supposed to be for the hardcore guys that play the game? And then another series of the questions is, what do you reward the casual players with? What do you reward the hardcore players with? What separates them? And if somebody tells me an emblem or a seal or an achievement, I'm going to lose my crap.
Here's my deal. As a casual gamer, one of the shortfalls, and I love Destiny. I love it since day one. I played it with you, and I've enjoyed Destiny 1. I've enjoyed Destiny 2.
We enjoyed playing it with you and watching you fall. We laughed many a times.
Hey, I've
actually,
seen you
Geek,
fall.
because
We've got video clips
the
of
one
you
thing
falling.
with Joe, right, is because we played D1 together. We went back to it together. The super fail is Joe.
Hey, but what did I have? I had a backup plan, and his name was Jacob. Jumping puzzle, Jacob, come here. PvP,
But
Jacob, come here.
It was great to see, you know, like when you go back and look at stuff like that, right? But like for as far as like for your casual versus hardcore, right? My whole thing that I was going to ask both of you is like, how do you define what makes you which one?
I get on and I just like, okay, am I going to go on at 7 or actually I come home, play dad, do what I need to do around the house, and I get on the game and I'm like, okay, how long am I going to be on? Am I just sometimes I just pull it up and I'm waiting for a friend to say, hey, I want to do this, or it's funner for me. Gerald's kids are younger, mine are older. There's times that my oldest and my youngest are both playing heavily into D2 now. Hey, Dad, we want to go run Duality. The three of us can run Duality quick now. And Grasp of Avarice. We can do so. For me, I'm playing with the kids. I'm casually playing. I'm not going to sign up for a raid at 7 p.m. on a Friday night that has to be. Hold on, someone's at my door. I'll be right back.
No, it's all good.
Yep.
I understand. Like, because it's some stuff you got. By the way, while we're doing that, Geek, what is 1500R versus the IPS panel? Is that the curve?
Yeah. You're talking about monitor, right? The Acer? Yeah.
No, but since he's
you got IPS and you got IPS versus TN, two different types of panels as well.
So for me, I'm not going to be that diehard gamer. And Gerald, remember we did all of us did SWTOR.
Indeed.
And we had a very casual guild.
I would say we were not
into a hardcore. And I'm like, look, I'm not.
By my definitions, that was never hardcore. Because hardcore would have been, for like me, World of Warcraft, where we were taking. I was on the team that did Black Temple day one, right? Hardcore, those guys that jump in and do day one kind of super hardcore raids.
After was it Misk left? Trevor, the guy who took over, really pushed for scheduled raiding, and if you didn't raid, you didn't get any rewards.
That's when I left.
That's me. I did too. My thing is with casual, you want to talk about how do you reward and how do you distinguish. Until Bungie fixes one major flaw, and it sounds like they're going to do it with Lightfall, and that's the looking for group. They got to really figure out how they balance that, because you cannot give that hardcore raider. I mean, you should give them that exotic that is like impossible. Divinity. How long did I struggle to get Divinity? Because I couldn't.
That's a questable. That's a questable item.
Well, I have it now.
Hold on a second. So Jay says I'm casual. For me, I need to get caught up on the chats here. For me to speed run the game because I want to finish it as quickly as possible so I can move on to the next one. See, I don't know if that's casual or I'd say that's more, and I don't say a hardcore gamer, but I would say that that's a dedicated gamer. So I think there's different levels to it, because when I'm playing God of War right now, I've started it. I'm not stopping. I've got to get it done. Something inside of me says, hey, this is out. Got to go do it start to finish. I want the game, get it done. I want to experience it. I want to see any spoilers or anything like that. Oh no, I don't skip side quests. I am the type of person that plays. I like 100% completion. Like when I beat Trials and Mana, everything in the game was unlocked. All my characters were capped. It wasn't missing anything. Same thing with Secret of Mana, all this other stuff.
No, so Jay's literally he's literally your speedrunner.
Okay.
So I mean, because what he's saying though. So I wouldn't really call it casual though.
I wouldn't say that's casual. Speedrunners are their own little classification of players because they know how to go.
But he says, for me, I want to speedrun the game because he wants to finish it. So like how, for instance, like if he was to play like Star Ocean, right? They say it's probably 40 hours each side.
Yeah.
Right. So he would literally probably get through it the short amount of time. Just it's like a min-max kind of thing, dude.
Yeah, but he wants to get the gun, start the game, finish the game,
and then
get it done. Whereas a casual player is like, oh, I'm going to play the game today. I'm going to log in today. I don't feel like logging in today. So that to me, speedrunners.
That actually will take us into a completely different topic with the difficulty setting you're putting on. So for now, I'm gonna backpedal off of that for a minute because like there is a path to go down that road with. Because I do get it too, like that you put it on easy so you can play it, but that goes into a balloon for me is you should put it just on what you want to put it on just so you can enjoy it. It doesn't really matter the difficulty that you're playing something on.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a big whole thing about what you play a game on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. And
that drives me nuts. So yeah, so like that came up when I was in one of the streams I was doing God of War, and they're like, "Well, you're not playing hardcore like Glad," and I was just like, "I'm not Glad. I want to enjoy the game. I want to
enjoy games at different levels, though.
It's like Mass Effect. I'm not going to play that on easy level. I kind of like to go. I also don't like playing it like an insane, stupid, kill myself level either. I want to enjoy it. I want to be able to go through the fight.
Want a challenge, but you don't want to bang your head against the wall.
Glad is cracked. Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah. But so again, this is where we got to define the casual versus how many different types of gamers are there? So far right now we have the casual, we have the speedrunner, we have a completionist, and we have hardcore. Now, is there a difference? Do we say that end gamer versus hardcore gamer is different, or are they the same? Because I could say an end gamer is somebody that wants to complete the end game content, like wants to be able to say, hey, I completed the raids, I completed the Grandmasters, I completed these story quests, whether it be WoW, World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, whatever it might be.
Hey, Riz.
But they're not doing the day one stuff. The day one they come out before their strats known and everybody has to figure it out, or challenges modes are turned off. So
I think you got two levels to that, because I like to complete everything, but I'm also that guy that says, okay, I've got 25 weeks to do it. I'll have it done in 24 weeks. And I might even get up to that 25-week mark.
Now,
then you've got the procrastinator who waits till the last 2 weeks to do it. And then it's like, I need help getting through all of it. I'm just a casual. I like to get to the end. And I have to be honest. I just discovered Grandmasters. Holy crap. They're a lot of fun.
Hard. They're not hard.
They're a lot of fun.
They used to be hard. They're not hard anymore.
If you have the right
players. Now here's the major difference between playstyles here, see? Because Geek, you're burned out through them. But for somebody that's just getting there, they're going to have the time of their life playing.
Right.
To me, it's like, what's the mechanic? I didn't know on Devil's Lair. Cut to the left.
Riz,
no one ever told me that.
I have too.
Cut to the left.
What did you say? You're like me,
because Mark's like loot and lower store. So that's see this shiny question mark. No, it's like if there's a quest, like I go into an area, so it takes me there, and next thing I know, I've spent 3 hours in this one spot to do something. And
squirrel.
Yeah.
Gotta have the spot.
The next thing I know, that's my issue with Star Ocean actually, because I keep wanting to grind stuff, and then I find a side quest, and then I'll search the entire map until I can do it.
That was me when I did. Matthew got me into Subnautica.
Yeah, so completionist. So that for me is a casual completionist. You're going to play the game, but you're going to make sure that you get everything done.
Yeah, where's the suits at? What's this at? It's just like this game. It's like, okay, what we were talking about earlier. I'm working. I will tell you this. I'm done with theirs. I got to get 2 more red border drops for the shotgun and for the pulse rifle, and then I'm never going to run it again unless they make something change, because that is just a pain in the butt. There's hardly any drop rate for it. Bungie does need to fix and address the game, and I will say this as a casual gamer, please, and I don't know where they're getting this percentage from, but for the casual gamer, stop screwing with what you've got and fix the connection and the stability, because nerfing a gun or a piece of armor because the 1% elitist or the 1% who can't get it because they don't understand the game in any way, shape, or form. I think it's on, you got that high-end elitist and you got that low-end newbie, or blueberry as you want to call them, and forgive me if I offend anybody, but don't change it because those two are upset. the rest of the group was okay with where the game was with the equipment and the content. What you're doing now is you're ignoring where you've said this, Jerry, put the manpower into stabilizing your platform so that people can actually enjoy the game. I don't go to the tower if I don't have to.
Most people don't there's no, and unless there's an activity like Dawning, what's coming up in December, or the Haunted, you can get everything from Orbit, from the app, or from the Helm. Because let's face it, Zavala and Banshee, or no, Shax, and all them, they don't serve any purpose. But we're trying to keep this higher level from just one game in specific.
No, I get it.
But to your point, the casuals, if you just casually go do a raid every now and then, right? Because they're not overly hard, that you can find an LFG like you talked about in Nightfall and everything else. And then Mark made a comment here about the RNG for the red frames.
Yeah.
CB, and I've gone with him on the majority of these runs, has gone on all 3 characters since week 1, every week, trying to get Touch of Malice. He does not have Touch of Malice. Scuda does not have Touch of Malice. The number of people that I know that have done the raid on every character do not have it. And then you said, well, Divinity. Well, that's the whole thing. Divinity, if you get a group together, you can go get it. There's no RNG to it. There's no RNG to that one. Do X steps, complete this, Divinity done.
Bring back the quests.
Yeah, and then CB put out a video today about, hey, we need the secret missions and stuff. Great video if you guys haven't seen it. But a lot of the streamers are out there, not just, and again, as Jay and I are trying to talk about, not just specific to D2. How are casuals influencing gameplay today, influencing the bottom dollar versus the hardcore players? Because for me, which is somebody who likes to get in the game, the new content, look at these dudes. Easy would be good to have in here too to talk about this.
Easy would be fantastic in here. What up, brother?
There's in what distinguishes or separates a casual from somebody that takes the time and exerts the effort to do the hardcore, the end game. There's no difference in like Destiny 2. Everyone's the same light level. Everyone can have weapon loadouts that are comparable to each other. Everyone can solo play and grind out craftable weapons. So even if you don't do end game, you can still go craft your enhanced incandescent hand cannon or rifle or whatever you want on it. And
well, yeah, I mean, Destiny, they've got some good perks and they got some downside, and I think they've got away from one of the things that made D1 so enjoyable was all that questing. You didn't have, okay, here's your campaign, but guess what? You've got all these little red slippers or stories you could go and do down the sideline, and they've taken that kind of away, that opportunity away for the game content itself. So yeah, I'm a casual player, and I think there's plenty of content for someone like me left to do because I still have to learn, but I'm missing the question stuff.
What content are you doing?
Well, I've never done Grandmasters until recently. I haven't finished all the seals up. I have 4 seals out of all of them, Jerry.
Now, I know this is just pertaining, like you're talking about Destiny, but what I've noticed through this conversation so far, right, is your view of games from both of you, right? Because I know y'all have played together for certain games. Yeah. So the variation in between the level of gaming that both of you are, the way you're looking at it, because Geek, you're calling part of a hardcore, right? And then Joe on the flip side, it's like, no, it was more casual. See, it's all about the environment that you're setting upon, or like the environment that you're sitting in, because you both played in the same guild. But the take that both of you pulled from it is completely different.
Yeah.
I'm not, see, so there's that person that has to go through and get, like when season 18 started and we had to go do the catch crash, which, okay, I kind of like the premise behind it. Everybody was trying, okay, day 1, Tuesday would roll around the reset. They were done with it instantly. I took a couple days to get it done. I didn't stress about it, got through it. But then I'm sitting here and I'm looking at seals and I'm like going, Gerald had this honestly, Gerald had the title Reaper on one of his characters. I don't remember which one it is. And I'm like, where did that come from? I'm like, okay, it came from a seal. And I'm like, have I done seals? What are seals? And I start looking at seals going, oh, these are little extra things you can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So now I'm looking at them going, how far back can I go to finish up some of these things to get some of the content rewards from it?
Yep.
He's got that
So
look on
see,
his
for
face,
you,
Jay.
it's added more stuff for you. And then on the flip side, for Geek, he feels burned out from chasing those things and doing them because he doesn't feel like the payoff's there.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm gonna
here's-
say it's not burnout, because if I was burnout, the game would be 100% uninstalled. Any game I get tired of, I'm just gonna
See,
uninstall it.
Your
An
definition
example-
of burnout is still different than a lot of other people's too. Like that's
Yeah.
a whole different bag of can of worms.
So like, the whole reason like I was taking exception to like Destiny 2 and even World of Warcraft. After playing World of Warcraft for 16 years, I never got burnt out on the game. There was always something I could go do. But when the developers started saying, hey, we're just going to take your money. We don't care if we give you something of quality. We don't care if it's going to break your PC. We don't care if it's going to invade your privacy, be intrusive, or anything like that. We don't give two craps about it. We're just going to go and give you crap. And that's where I have an issue with game developers. I have an issue with the fact that game developers have now said, hey, we reserve the right to change the terms of service and the end user license agreement anytime we want to. So you can put 4,000 hours into a game. You can buy $300 worth of content. We want to change this weapon that was highlighted inside this content. We're going to take this event away that was purchased inside of a paid content, and you guys can't do anything about it, even though I paid for it. That's when I start having problems with the game. And then the flip side for like Joe being a casual player chasing those seals, a lot. Maybe we should define what it means.
Yeah, he's on a rant, Sunshine, so he's not going to say hello.
Hi, Sunshine. Sunshine.
That's what she actually came for.
That's what she came for. Sunshine. But for me,
I stopped his rant for mid sentences to do that.
Where's the Hulk button?
I got to get the hat. I don't know where the hat's at right now. But the seals and the triumphs to me are not a reward. It's a title. Casual, you can go grab it. You can casually get it. Some of them do require that you have.
Joe, I can make him talk. Why he's doing this rant?
No, it's not. We're in restream. That will not work because we're restreaming. That's the not allowed.
I have to say one thing right in the middle of this, Jerry. It's not just D2 that I'm going to agree with you because Outriders. The DLC completely pissed me off.
I agree.
I was so disappointed. It wasn't worth the
price, but I did have fun playing with other people.
That much money for that little extra.
Yeah,
I was expecting a whole lot more than I got, and I'm casual. And you got to understand. So I have to pick what I want. One, because I'm limited on time, so that's that. But two, resource money, right? I'm limited on that too. I got 4 kids here, and they drive me nuts. They drain my wallet. But I'm casual, and I'm picking what I want. And I'm Anthem. I didn't get to play Anthem.
We don't speak about that here.
2 weeks that it was out because I was one of those guys that got his character locked and couldn't get past that creation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I remember because they had a lot of issues in the beginning of that.
And now I'm just sitting here going, I'm building a brand new computer. I am building it because I want to have fun with games. And one of the ones I'm looking at is Lightfall, because I want to finish out the storyline. 2, putting Halo on here. 3, I'm really looking forward to The Last Descendant. First Descendant, whatever. What is it? First, last?
The First Descendant.
First Descendant. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm actually sitting here, Jerry.
Easy.
You know how I feel because I had my Sony account hacked 3 times.
No, yeah.
Getting a PS5 just so I could play God of War after watching you play. That's your fault.
Wait till I start streaming Hogwarts.
Oh,
so I have Hogwarts, and since I have the PS5, I'm getting it on the PS5. And this triggers me. And Jay is going to tell you this triggers me because I am a huge proponent to not having exclusivity. Let me play the game that I want to play wherever I want to play it, when I want to play it, and how I want to play it. Well, Sony excluded just pushed out their influence and said, hey, guess what? Hogwarts going to be on everything when it comes out day one, PC, Xbox, whatever. However, if you want to get the haunted magic shop where it lets you actually earn extra income inside of the game, you got to play it on the PS5.
Wait, what?
What the freak is up with that?
Yeah, it was. It's actually
triggered.
He had mentioned it, and as soon as he had noticed that, it literally went downhill from there. That conversation about this.
Either we just triggered Joe.
No, I made an adjustment to my chair. So my gaming chair broke, and I'm sitting in another chair, and it's...
That's not good.
It's not fun.
I am waiting. I signed up for the notification because I'm going to replace my chair right here with the new one from
Foxtrot. Hello.
Yeah. You need to understand something, though. I'm really excited because Secret Lab.
So excited.
But Joe, you can't see it in his face. That's all.
Hold on. I got to show you.
No, watch his right eyebrow. It twitches. It's a tell.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna watch now that you said that.
The right side.
You guys do not understand. Do you see this? Secret Lab has a Naruto chair.
Yeah, but see,
it's out of stock. I have signed up for it.
But see, I like the one with the cloud on it instead.
Well, you know what they've also got, Jerry? They have a Superman one
and a Batman one.
And
I want Naruto.
They have an N7 day.
Yeah, I know you definitely want one. I definitely know you want one of those already.
So
Geek Foxtrot is here too. Say hello.
Foxtrot. Okay. Small timeout. Pause here. Sunshine and Foxtrot. Where the hell have you all been? No streams, no games, not anything. You just.
Yeah, Tomic, I used to jump on looking for your stuff, and I'm like,
he hit the bird.
Hey, Gerald will tell you I do sound effects and voices. So,
look, we're about to make like a video and have Joe just do the sound effects for the entire video.
You want crickets?
Chewbacca? Yeah, can you do Chewbacca?
I got a yawn to do Chewbacca right now. I can't do it otherwise.
Okay.
He needs Optimus Prime.
I'll try working it.
Dude, easy. You need to understand something. I already emailed Secret Labs and told them I needed an Autobot chair or an Optimus Prime. I already told them. As soon as that sucker comes out, I'm good to go.
In the chair, he wants to say roll out.
Autobots, yeah, I do. I would never stop because you've seen the rug that's under the chair, right? I've got the Autobots rug that's literally underneath my chair, and this is Transformers and everything.
He wants to be able to say, "Dang it, Bumblebee."
Yeah. Thinking about now.
Calvin walks in, he gets in your stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, the kids do want to play Minecraft with him, and they got a server. They've got their own server, Jerry.
Calvin
he gets that chair every time we do anything.
Easy, you right.
We're gonna have to make a macro, Easy, and he just pushed that button, and we'll just make this get a little raspberry, put it on his computer. He pushes a button on the armrest like Captain Kirk, and it does 4 different. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. As his character dies.
You know what? I could see him doing that one if he was playing PvP. I would constantly hit that every time he died.
Yeah.
He comes to a jumping puzzle for the first time. One shall stand, one shall fall. Damn. Jerry, yes, you've got to. If you do that, I will record as many impersonations as I possibly can just to get those screen captures.
Dude, you're gonna have to come over and record because I can put them right here on the Steam Deck on my Stream Deck and just hit it, man, and just macro to it.
He looks at his crew, as Kermit the Frog, and goes, who hired this crew?
Yeah.
Crap.
So for those that don't know, I sent this is the rug underneath my desk.
Oh, there you go.
Optimus Prime, Transformers. That's what's under the desk, literally.
You have a push start truck, right? Push button start? No, yours is key.
Mine's key.
Okay.
So
I thought of you the other day because my coworker has in his car, they go over the push button, and it closes and opens like a little lens focus, but it's the Autobot symbol. And he turns it, and it opens the focal lens, and then you push the start button.
I have on my truck. I have a
Sunshine. We've just started, trying to get really back into doing our podcast together, and then we thought about this casual gamers versus hardcore gamers, and I was like, the best contrast I can get from this is probably Geek and Joe.
Yeah.
I think for me, gaming, there'll be times I just game and I don't want to game. And I think, Jerry, to circle back, and I'm just answering this off the top of my head. Honestly, a lot of the time I play is when the kids say, "Hey, Dad, can you help us?"
See, I play different games when the kids ask me to play. Like we have Grounded. Jay left me high and dry on that one between Calvin, Gabby, and I.
I am proud that I got the Geek Rant.
You left him behind on what?
Jay disappeared on me for Grounded, but Calvin, Gabby, and I have gone probably, I want to say 80 hours in Grounded on our own world.
What happened was I was going to play it solo one time, and then Geek said no because he didn't allow me access to the world. So
granted, we got it all figured out how to do it. That was not the easiest thing to figure. It wasn't straight up, and that video has gotten more views than I understand. It wasn't. But so we played a lot of different games. So we do Grounded because I don't want to play Minecraft with them. They can play Minecraft with Matthew and all them, but playing Minecraft with
honestly,
my kids.
Sunshine, the part that you missed is when he looked Calvin's hand, said he had something crunchy on it.
So the kids came in.
You good, Joe?
Sunshine. And
Coco up the nose.
Calvin put his hand over my mouth, and he wouldn't move it. So I licked it. You lick some, and all of a sudden it was like, it tasted like sand in my mouth. Like, what is this crunchy? Go wash your hands.
Go back after the stream finishes, and you can look at the podcast. Watch Gerald's eyes. They kind of go like,
why is this crunchy?
What's crunchy? What the heck is that?
It was great.
Good. Stressfully getting my butt on PC. Well, hopefully you get it all figured out.
Easy. I understand, man. I had to make that shift.
You're getting
console to PC completely for what I wanted game wise.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest, my consoles are all upstairs and my kids were always on them. I never got to play. And I enjoy my PC because it's like, it's Dad's, don't ever touch it. You don't get to touch it. You don't get to game on it. It's mine.
See, this is where you need to adopt what Cecil and I came to terms with long time ago. Dad has a man cave. Dad pays the bills. Dad pays and spoils the crap out of Celia and the kids. But Dad has toys. And whatever's in this office is off limits.
Yeah, I've got my toys. And I've got my
it sounds bad, but it's off limits. I do let them come in and play, though.
Yeah. Right.
I think we broke chat since we both returned. I have
It's so the thing is Foxtrot. So everybody, so it doesn't matter like where they're viewing from. So whether you're on either my or Geek's YouTube or either our Twitch channels, everybody's seeing like chats coming through for both of them, which is kind of nice.
Can I ask you a question unrelated to the chat? Is Riz the one that does all the graphic designing that was in?
Riz is the one that meows when she joins chat.
Okay, yeah, doesn't she do artwork and stuff?
She does art. I wouldn't say graphic design, but she does a lot of art.
She does art. Hi, Riz. Yeah. I thought that was you. Long time no talk.
Okay, so what you see here on screen, this is called Restream.io Studio, and it gives us the ability to multi-stream. On this account, I can go up to five different locations, so I could do 3 YouTubes, 2 Twitches, 3 Twitches, 2 YouTubes. I could do YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, whatever else in a broadcast. So I pay for the bandwidth to go up to Restream, and then they distribute it to the other streaming platforms. So instead of me trying to do that all over my own bandwidth and trying to manage it locally, Restream takes care of that for us. And then the really cool thing is it lets us combine the chat from all of the sources.
That's
so
like both a really big part.
Yep.
Of it.
Your powers combined.
Yep. So that's why we're using it, and it's made a huge difference in the ability to reach a bigger platform. So, but yeah,
it's definitely a plus to have like this, in this situation too, because it definitely works out. Because now everybody, so it's not like if we were streaming before, where if it's going to a YouTube channel and Twitch, the people on Twitch can't see if anything's said on YouTube, or vice versa.
Yeah,
so
like it was
worked out pretty well.
I was
we'd have
wondering how
so
you
many
guys
windows open. It was crazy.
For a guy who doesn't stream, and I won't probably ever stream the way you two do, or several other people. I'm sitting there going, how do you guys keep up with your questions? Like when you're gaming, Jerry, like when you were running with CB the other day or something, like you were streaming, you were still answering questions over here. I'm like going,
practice,
dude, I can't put my
Repetition of
shoes
doing it.
on without falling over if I'm not
and
paying attention.
I'm not gonna lie on this one either. There's times where I get distracted by chat, like in God of War. It's sometimes depending on what is going on, I might lose sight of the chat and be gone, tuned out for 5, 10, 15 minutes.
That's happened as well
But-
to me. Like I'll zone into playing the game so much that, like, because it used to happen like when we raid and stuff
Mhm.
in Destiny, like it would get to the point where I would stop paying attention because trying to teach 4 people at one time when it's just me and Geek and Scourge doing the whole raid, it's
well. So to circle back,
and so you zone, like
Yeah.
you either like when you pay attention, when you start looking at it and start having conversations because people are answering and stuff, then you start to drift towards chat, and so then when you're looking at the game some, and then you're still looking at the chat, so you start answering stuff like Sunshine's like, why are you distracted by chat? But it's like literally like Mark says there too, it's geek squirrels, so do I. And so then somebody says something in chat, and now you're like, okay, let's have this conversation.
For like me as a content
for
creator,
engagement though too.
As a streamer, I want to show that I'm doing something, but I'm there for the chatting. I want engagement from my chat. That's success. If I'm in a stream and no one's chatting, yet I have like 20, 30, 40 viewers and nobody's interacting with me, why am I streaming? So, and to answer the question, so like God of War, I'll zone out because I've not played it before. Ragnarok's new. I haven't done any of that stuff. I'm trying to figure that out. Where if you go into Destiny 2 and we're doing raid helps, or we're going after CB's Touch of Malice or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have done that so many times. It's easy. Just to go in and do it. Or like CB knows that he's running with a team that he was able to put on a Halloween mask, drop his light down to 1548, and we still, two-phase Oryx kind of stuff, It's do you know the team, the guys that you're running with? Can you depend on them? Do they know the mechanics? It comes down to, again, repetition and how easy it is. And now it's to the point now with the changes they've made to a lot of the games that I play, you really don't have, there's, even if you put it on a hard mode, it's not going to be overly difficult.
I would
pause that thought for a second, since I know Sunshine is still in the chat. April 2013 is the unconfirmed but semi-confirmed leaked date for Diablo 4.
Wait, so
2023.
I mean 2023.
So,
sorry.
Wait,
2023
already?
Now we know Jared's theme song.
Sorry.
Got to get back.
I was watching the video back to 2023, April 13 is the unofficial but semi-confirmed leak date for Diablo 4 to go live, and then the first season will come out about 3 or 4 months after that. So,
Okay.
Just FYI.
I have 3 comments. 1 question, 3. Is Diablo 4 going to be on PC, or is it going to be that stupid? We have Diablo 4. It's coming out, and it's a stupid mobile device, because that one was dumb.
It's
No,
PC.
It's okay,
no.
great, because I love Diablo.
It'll be
Lord.
PC.
Wait, this is a VeggieTales person?
So PC
Indeed.
and Xbox, to my understanding, not PlayStation.
So the next one
This is PC.
the other day,
Yeah,
Callie
interest.
was playing, and I was watching her play, and
Play.
she was Destiny 2, and I can't
Okay.
remember what she was on, and she was in a pickup group,
Okay.
and it was so one-sided. I was watching her play, and I was like going, bless her heart, I would be slapping people if I was with her right now, because it was just, do you know what I mean? Remember that raid she took us on for Divinity?
I was going to say, the first time that she started taking you through raids, you should have seen her chat with me.
Shut up. Hey, I learned. What?
Yeah,
Jay
I know.
will back
That reminds me.
Unforsaken Jay will back me up on this. 3 or 4 times. After I've done it 3 or 4 times, I usually get it. I listen.
Except
I listen
for
and
the
learn.
jumping.
Then I get Jacob. I have a backup plan for that. Leave me alone.
I see what you did there. Good backup plan. It's insane.
Jacob is my backup plan. But my other question is, I have to agree. Having being in the seat as the casual player, Gerald, getting to the end content. I haven't. When's the last time King's Fall came out? And I was excited to do King's Fall, even though I hate the jumping puzzle, the wall. That wall,
That's
Jay,
not bad.
that's what he's talking about.
With
I
mantling now,
remember
it's
that
really not
being
that
a
bad
whole lot
anymore.
harder than it was.
But you didn't have
I'm like,
mantling.
It's not hard.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You can, you know, if you're brand new, like Jacob's friends, we all ran through King's Fall. We didn't get any Sherpas or anything, but we just kind of went through it and we like learned it on our own.
But
I'm
did
about
they
to say
take the
3
stairs?
No.
Take
That's
the
that's an inside joke. Ask Sunshine.
Me too.
I know, but Sunshine. I know, but Sunshine can speak to it.
Why can't she go on raids anymore? I loved going on raids with Sunshine. I think Easy's just ready to. I know.
Dude, no, I've done all the stuff now. Especially since you guys don't run with CB at night. We run all the different positions. But the smarter gamer will take advantage of those that just want to go do it and get it done. So yes, I will let Fury go out and take the shots.
I got to run
It's more
Deep Stone
efficient.
Crypt with Ghost.
Foxtrot, you could probably run with Joe and Callie sometime though too.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Oh,
wouldn't mind.
totally. I got to run Deep Stone Crypt when it was Pinnacle with Ghost. And one thing that I will say this for Ghost Killing, I guess I'm giving him a plug. He takes the time to teach the casual gamer the roles that can be played in each step of a raid. Not just King's Fall, but Deep Stone Crypt. Whenever we got to that first part, not the part where you're waiting to desperately not freeze your butt off riding the speeder getting to there, but you get to that room and you got to do the pass through and that sort of thing. I never understood what that role was. And he says,
the light and the dark.
Yeah, he goes, this is what we're going to have you do. You're not going to worry about shooting. You're going to do this part. Hand me do that part. I'm now comfortable doing that part. So I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think
as you do parts like easy jokes and stuff, but is one of the things we've done as teams is we've all passed the roles around to understand that, so we could substitute in if somebody dies or if somebody can't make a raid or something like that. It makes it easier. However, also at the same time, we know what each person's strengths and weaknesses are. So, but I can also tell you, if you have a bad player on a raid where you're trying to get things done quickly, it's really hard.
Like I was with Vegeta and we were doing Vault of Glass. And I have now and I'm not going to say this.
You mean when we logged you out and I logged in for you?
Do you know what the cause was? I don't know what the cause was?
I don't remember.
That.
Yeah.
I have a brand new controller and I burn them up like every 6 months. So I've got a new controller. The stick went out on it and I couldn't do any jumping. And I literally couldn't. And I was running into this the other night with Callie and Ghost. We were running Grandmasters. And now it's not my controller. It's my computer so old. You should hear the game card spin up. Yeah. And I have 1 to 2 seconds of delay when I go to try and do any action.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got to shut it down for about 5-10 minutes and I can come back in.
You need to write down December 13th.
What's December 13th?
7900 XTX
Oh,
goes
see,
on sale.
I am waiting because the word is they're going to make an announcement on December 13th or around that time frame for the 3DX, and we're going to get 3 versions of the 3DX card. So that's multiple boards that are popular. Have all talked about it. Paul's Hardware was one of them. His little chat board.
Yeah, but the 3DX is going to be a CPU, not a GPU. 7900 XTX is the GPU from NVIDIA or from RDNA 3 AMD. That's the one you're going to go get.
Right. Well, I'm going to get. So yeah, I'm waiting at this point. So once they make those announcements, I will. They make those announcements. I will finish building out my computer. I think I sent Jay the build I'm going to do because I do have a lot. I mean, this system's 6 years old now, and I build it so that I can I build it, and then after 5 years,
remember if you actually sent it to me or not. I mean, you may have, but I don't remember honestly.
Are you doing AMD?
I'm going full AMD. I'm not going to do NVIDIA.
Did you answer Riz's question, by the way?
Who, me?
Anybody.
What was Riz's question? I don't see it.
Deco, unrelated to chat, deer or wolf? Wolf.
I'm more like, look, this wolf.
Yeah.
It's wolf.
Yeah, wolf.
Iron banana.
I want wolf. Yep.
Iron banana.
Well, no, Joe will tell you my favorite animal in the world is a dire wolf. So anytime someone asks me, wolf.
Yep. He's not wrong. I mean, he's got huskies.
You see, he's
I am again.
I
may have drowned in the Easy's PC build. Yeah. Dude, actually, honestly, Easy, I like your questions because that shows that you're doing the research to learn what you're getting and what you're not getting, and so you're educating yourself before just dropping the money on it. So many people are afterwards coming and they're just like, "Oh, I saw this. I'm going to get this. Do you know why you want this?" Well, no, I don't. It's the best right out there. Well, no. Why do you think it's the best?
It's not the best, right?
So it's education on what things are. But I am again going to be saying I'm really glad I have my dogs because finding what we saw earlier was someone trying to break through the back door.
Yeah, we've been talking about PC for you for quite a bit.
Yep. I honestly think if we didn't have the dogs, my house would have been broken into. So,
and he wouldn't be doing the stream because his hardware may not be there.
I get a new PC insurance.
Woohoo!
Not today.
Not today.
No, Gerald's right. You've got to do the research to know what parts you want, what case you want. Yeah. And for me, I know what video card I'm going to go with. And what I was hoping is that the 7900 XTX,
XTX
comes out with a liquid cool version by Strix.
There will be one, but you don't need it with the thermals that are projected on it.
No,
any remote needs whatsoever.
Nobody wants it.
But if you want it, and if it doesn't, I can put it on there for you. I've done liquid cool blocks on like 8 different GPUs now. Straight up.
For me, here's where I'm coming from on it. I'm at that point where I know I'm going to be building it, but I'm not in a killer rush to have it done at this point on December 23rd or something.
So your PC goes.
No.
Yeah.
You mean like Twisteds?
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah, well, I'm not using the new 12-pin power connector, so I should be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, come on. But I've done the research. I know what I want.
Does it burn? Yes, it burns.
Can you cook eggs on it?
Probably.
Hey, I remember.
Sure.
Well,
I mean, there's probably enough room.
I will say this.
Cards about this low? Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'll give you an experience as an IT guy. I pulled a hard drive out of an HP server that was so hot, I got a blister from touching the hard drive. Blistered on a hot swap hard drive out of an HP server. The cooling on it was horrible.
Sounds like it, dude.
It was terrible. But so cooling for me is the biggest thing, airflow. And I don't think I'm going to have that problem. I am looking at the Ryzen 9, 7950X for my CPU. I am looking at the 670E ROG Strix motherboard, and I'm looking at the 7900 XTX. But if they come out with the 3DX for the CPU for AMD. That's the one I want to go with. I would rather spend the money on that initially and not have to worry about it down the road for several years.
Yeah, so
because I'm already making that leap and going to an AM5 platform, so I'm having to replace everything versus just upgrades.
Well, you got to replace everything anyways because your crap's old. Your RAM is so slow you would actually hinder the performance of your processor. Now, to comment on what Riz just said, where she says, I'm sure the EK has them out already. EK is going to be a little more expensive for the water block. However, they're who I would go with hands down because they make a quality water block for both CPUs and GPUs. And if you don't want to do it yourself and your insurance says if you do it, or if you, even if I was to have the certification for it, because I went to the training class for it, you don't have to have it. You can go down to Micro Center, since we have one just down the street, and pay them $100 and they'll water block your stuff for you. And the insurance will warranty it.
I saw that. I like building my own, but I may end up having to do that. But I do know for me, if I can get a liquid cooled GPU, that's what I want to do, because also it means it's quieter and it's going to have a chance of lasting longer.
No, Mark, it is not as old as your rig. His rig is about 6 years old.
It's 6.5 years old and it was upgraded about 2 years ago. Brand new CPU, brand new RAM, brand new main SSD for my OS. Past that, I've upgraded everything. I can't. My motherboard is old enough. It's an Asus TUF. You can't actually update the BIOS any further than you can from 2 years ago anymore. So I'm at a point where, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark's definitely got old.
Yeah, I was just, if you could, I was reflecting back on when the AMD Phenomenon 2 came out. That's
wow,
that's old,
dude. EK's got some good stuff. Thank you, Riz.
Has anyone told Riz who I work for now? So I have all the
I didn't. Did you? That's your job. How's that our job? How's that my and Joe's job? Tell people who you work for.
I don't get to be arrogant for you. I mean, brag for you.
Riz, go look up micron.com. You'll understand. I get insights to all the stuff I can't talk about directly half the time.
From you.
Dude, I was telling Jay at the beginning of the thing, they've got the employee holiday sales coming on, so I'm getting to get several of the 2 terabyte Crucial M2 drives.
See, I would love to have 2 of those, one for the OS and one for the gaming.
Yeah, so the system I'm building is going to have 4 2 terabyte M2 drives. So I'll
But Joe, you actually didn't. Maybe you did send me.
Well, here I'll send it to you again.
I don't know, because we sent a couple memes about the NVIDIA thing back and forth.
We did. We did.
Yeah. So, what I like about the new system is everything's new. We're set up for PCIe 5 all across the board, except even the next generation GPUs are still PCIe 4. I have enough with the hospital I work for, and I have barely been there for half a year yet. You have enough with the hospital. Wait, what
happened with the hospital?
I'm trying to get caught. I got to go read through her chats. No, she's where she works now. I think she's just pretty busy with the hospital stuff. You miss having a cat. Riz, we had bad news. This is a squirrel moment for you.
Supply chain in a hospital.
I got you now. Calvin had to get all sorts of allergy tests. He will never have a cat. Ever. We will never have a cat in our house again. That little dude is so allergic to cats, it's unreal. I was like, damn. Anyways, so what I like, it's not good. And there's a few cats that he can have, but man, those are expensive cats. But with the new AM5, sure, people that see this is a great topic, because one of the problems that we're going to have and that you're seeing in the market today, AMD is turning some of their production. TSMC, which is the largest semiconductor company in the world based out of Taiwan, shut down 50% of their production because they were 77% under the projected revenue. Micron, where I work, we're doing okay because we have a really wide base of what we do. But where NVIDIA and AMD and to an extent Intel came out ahead on this one is, sure, it's been 2 years since like the RTX 3000 came out and 2 years or so since the 5000 series came out. However, with the pricing, recession, and everything else, and the fact that there's no real games out on the market, there's no real demand for this next generation that just came out. So people are like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I can get some competition out there so I can get better pricing. And we're already seeing the CPU prices drop. I have a feeling that we're going to see NVIDIA drop their prices. They're just trying to capitalize and milk the crap out of everything while they can before AMD.
Before things come out again. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're going to have to drop that stuff, man, to be honest.
But with that many technology companies turning down production a little bit, that speaks volume that, yes, was the RTX 40 a huge improvement in technology and performance? Huge. Is it worth spending the money on right now? I don't think people are going to be ready to spend money on it for another year. Scalpers are seeing that people aren't buying the cards now because they're just the people that wanted it, got it.
And you've got here's the thing, ties into your casual gamer. You got people like me who aren't going to spend $1,500 to $2,500 for a freaking video card. I'm waiting for a good price on a really good video card that I'm not going to have to worry about for 5 years. Finally, one came out. NVIDIA, they need to lower their prices if they want to be competitive.
Well, there's that, and I think because it's happened again, it's already being talked about and lobbyists and everything. Unfortunately, because none of the resellers could get it done, none of the AMD, because NVIDIA is not the only one to blame on this one.
Oh, I know.
NVIDIA, AMD, even Intel won some of their cards because they didn't do anything about it. And NVIDIA is getting crucified on this one because they partnered up with Best Buy, who wants to charge you freaking $200 a freaking year for a membership to hopefully get you a reserved PC or GPU. When all of a sudden it sells out, bots are still getting it. People that are doing all this stuff are turning around, instantly tacking on $1,000 to $1,500 and posting them for resale on things like Walmart. Walmart didn't take any actions to protect against scalping. Amazon hasn't done anything to protect against scalping. Newegg hasn't done anything to protect against scalping. But all these platforms, not only do they sell, they allow resellers because they want the traffic. They get a portion of those sales. Well, now people are saying, guess what? Remember what happened with sports and betting and gambling and all that stuff? The U.S. government got involved because people got tired of ticket scalping and all that other crap. Now we're going to have legislation involved for GPUs, CPUs, and technology hardware. And we're going to end up like Canada, where we're screwed over on cost because we have to pay a freaking tax when we pay for something because we have to get the legislation kicked back to ensure that the scalpers aren't there. Simple and easy enough fix that everyone in cyber came out with. Hey, all these people that resell everything, take the MSRP, take the SKU number from the hardware that you're selling, make it mandated that it gets put in when you're posting your resale item. That SKU is able to go back to the
easy. That's vendor. What I said when I was looking at parts in Canada.
Yeah. Go to the vendor like NVIDIA and stuff, say, hey, what's the MSRP for this SKU number? Or to Asus, what's the MSRP? And we're only going to allow you to post it at a 10% markup, period.
I think that's the only way we're going to be able to do it. And Easy, I just sent you the screenshot. I saw because I sent Easy what my build was a few days ago. And then I didn't see the message that you couldn't open. I just sent you a screenshot of what it is.
Riz, Alvin has a minor allergy to the dogs, which is jacked up too. Animal dander is the problem, but cats is the worst.
He's allergic to his dad.
No, he got the Davis dad, the men's side of the family allergies. Dust mites and another type of dust are almost a 4 or a 5. And then 2 types of molds, which are common during the initial wet season in Texas outside in the grass, and then cats. So yeah. And then he has a minor problem with some dairy, so he doesn't do dairy at night. After 4 p.m., no more dairy. And yeah, Canada, screw you guys. So Easy is like the 4th or 5th person we've tried helping build a PC in Canada. I've helped Hunter Doug. I helped Spencer. and a few others. And the freaking markup, I don't understand Canada's markup pricing on electronics there. It's dumb. Yeah, so the doctor told us straight up that Calvin has experienced it. Celia's like, I don't understand why he's going through all this stuff now. And the doctor looks at her, she's like, well, I got some bad news for you. It might be good news, but the reason the allergies are starting to come on is because your son's now prepubescent. And she's like, what's that? And I was like, oh no. So, yeah. But so hopefully it gets better. But yeah.
I think, you talk about casual gaming and how everything that goes into it. I think it's not just looking at what did he say? I think the only solution is for you to build the PC. Meet me at the border. Dude.
Wait. Easy. You want to rendezvous at Niagara Falls? We can make it romantic. Bring some RGB lighting.
Gerald.
Roy, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. How was your stream? Good, sir. Thank you very much for the raid.
Here's the deal. Road trip, Jerry. We're talking road trip, computer, orange juice, and Oreos.
Oh, man.
Easy. 'Tis the season.
Riz says no.
I was just going to wear RGB lighting and nothing else, big boy.
He's going to the border on his own, easy.
Yeah. Hey, Joe said he's staying home now.
South of the border?
Just don't south
of the border?
I'm going to have nightmares.
That's what Riz said. No.
She's like, what did I come back to?
Sunshine's gone for another 6 months. Sunshine changes her name to Sunset.
Dringer, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in Destiny. I logged into Destiny on Tuesday to help CB try to get touch. Still didn't happen, but I haven't done a whole lot of Destiny. What have you been grinding in there?
This is scary.
At the border. This is scary. Erased. Geek is about the Sester a whole dip.
He went there for you. You started this.
Oh,
you really did start that. This is your own
modular power supply.
I need to go over the tower. I need to go over to the Tower of London and borrow some stuff from the dungeon.
Sunshine says the beacons of Gondor have been lit.
Gondor calls for aid. My eyes! I cannot unsee what I have seen. Expedition, last thing I needed for the seal. Oh, cool. Yeah, Drinker, you missed our conversation. We were doing what we defined casual gamer versus hardcore gamer, and were there other types of gamers? Yep. So it's not an easy topic.
What up, Jaquan?
What's up, Jaquan? How you doing, man? It's not an easy subject or topic to breach.
I see what you did there.
Yep. So I'm trying to define it better because I'm going to do a video on it. But before I do the video, I kind of want to have a better understanding. So, by the way, those that didn't know, I gave shout out to Mr. Dringer Roy. He's getting his Twitch streaming up and running. And although you can't always see which game he's playing based on Twitch because he streams from his console, please go give him a follow if you haven't done so. Although I don't know if I like his Apex Legends gaming, but that's okay. I still like the streamer. I like the streamers more than the games they play.
Everybody, Joe.
And
he's throwing other stuff at easy.
I'll be like a primate. Oh man, that's way down.
Oh, by the way, before we forget again.
Oh man.
Is it
I've been. If you scroll through the chat and my Twitch, I gave a shout out to it. Okay. It should be in the chat.
I got him.
That's an old clip from when we did that. I'm not actually running that right now.
Yeah. How you
If I
got
was-
access to the Garden World Strike even though
Yeah.
it's sunset? Oh, yeah, that was an old clip. I know exactly.
So
which
the
clip I
thing
watched
was, is we were talking about it beforehand as I was doing. So what led up to that, right?
you see what happened was
Yeah. So we were all talking about because the dude that we were running with, his name was Axe, and since he had not shown up for a little bit and everything, so we made him wear watermelon for a while. And so they both died to the little Cyclops things, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this should be fine." After I rezzed him with the shotgun out, and when I had gotten about that close, I was like, it was at this moment he knew, kind of moment, and I was like, "Nah, that's it. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I knew better, and I tried it anyway."
I like when we're on raids and we res somebody knowing that they're going to die again right away.
Yeah.
And then you
I wish I had
then
that
you-
clip that I did to my buddy.
How
Back
about
in
the
Rise of
Dreaming
Iron.
City and you're on the side of the tower and all of a sudden you're right where you die because that little thing shoots you out and every time someone reses you, you just fall off the lip continually?
You mean in Shattered? Or
Shattered,
in the
yeah.
raid?
Shattered. The
You know what?
Ask
I did that
Ghost,
to
he did
Geek.
it over and over and over.
Yeah.
and over.
It happens a lot to people.
But I couldn't stop laughing at it because it was still so funny. We're both laughing at it.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah. So
But name.
yeah, so I meant to. I haven't sent out I have to apologize to Jay on this one. I've been needing to send out a tweet on it,
Yeah,
but
because
I got
told him twice.
but I got so honestly focused between what was going on at work and focused on being so close to the goal for 1,000 subs on YouTube that I went blinders in, and then you add in God of War. But we do need the names.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Same but different.
Mm-hmm. I like the same but different.
We had a few more. They're on the
Yeah.
Discord, I think, still.
Yeah,
let me go
I gotta put a poll out on Twitter.
Well, because we had standby. Where did I put that? So we had the two that we had gotten last time were similar but distinct and similar but unparalleled. That's what I have there. That's what I kept anyway. So,
But
Okay, I'm just noticing that the whatever caption over in the left hand of the screen, very, very bold, says, "Hey, FYI, you're in the show and everybody can see and hear you." They make sure that you're aware so you don't do something stupid when you don't think you're on camera.
yeah, they do that, especially for the guests that pop into.
because see, they don't do that for me and him.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's because
really?
since we own it,
Mhm.
and we're the hosts.
You
Like,
kinda
They're
kinda
know-
like, guess what? You're going to host the show. If you want to be stupid, we're not going to stop you from doing that. You may be doing it
by
on
all
purpose,
means, do it.
Hey, good
but
content.
we're going to help protect your guests. So,
Yeah.
Speaking of guests, Paul, when I worked at Parsons, there's a guy named Paul Ramon. He wants to come on the podcast and talk some stuff about tech and stuff inside of gaming.
I will want to speak about that after we get done. Because I do have thoughts on that. That's not something to talk about. Why stream?
Not a worries.
But yeah, so name is a big thing. Maybe Geek can put out a tweet this time and actually remember. I know he is getting up there in levels. I mean, he says he's going to put out, but yeah, he's going to forget.
Wait, what's he got to put out?
Well, so we were trying to figure out the difference with like for names and stuff to go for our podcast since we're not using Press What to Join anymore since we're starting over.
Mhm.
So me and Geek are starting over, and so we're trying to figure out a name to roll with because instead of trying to make a separate channel for it and everything, we're going to try to keep doing it the way we're doing it, so it is uploading everywhere at the same time.
So which
Gotta have
channel
a
did you
catchy
put that
name.
in?
The admin topics.
chat.
Yeah.
Admin topics.
Indeed. Indeed. It was.
So we have similar but different. Hopefully, I don't run out of spaces.
But yeah, that's the other thing too, man. It's like so yeah, so the podcast names, it's like it's been a thing back and forth that we've been trying to figure out. So I mean, I think he's gonna put up a
I'm doing it
tweet
right
form.
now. I've got similar but distinct, similar but unparalleled, and same but different. Is there another one in there? This is just those three?
No, those. So I had that one, and then you had the one that you had there. So
Okay.
that's what we have so far. It's all good, Foxtrot.
Every time I see Foxtrot's name, I want to watch the A-Team.
Dun, dun, dun.
So easy. We had similar but distinct, similar but unparalleled.
And that was the unparalleled one was from Doughboy, I think was the one that recommended that one. I don't remember. I put a tweet out on it. It's out there.
Look, that was a week ago.
Yep.
I don't remember because I saved up. Actually, it might have been from Doughboy. Now that I think about it,
I think it was Doughboy. I can't remember 100%, but
you're supposed to remember these things, dude. Come on now.
Dude, I got a major test coming up here in a couple of weeks that I've been studying for. Yeah, my brain's kind of fried on that one. I'm taking the
if you want to vote,
SABSA certification.
You know what though? I would like Geek to share that. Share the link, dude.
To tweet?
Chat. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting it. I had to go find it.
Can we put another name, old married couple, in for suggestion?
You can.
And he got real quiet.
Yeah, he's looking at you now and being like, you know what?
And he's done.
He goes with age.
Is there a podcast that says that's called "Say What"? Dude, we could do a podcast. Yeah, similar but distinct. Doughboy's there. He's lurking.
There's Doughboy.
You know what? Gabby wanted me to. You know what she wanted me to call the podcast, right?
Oh boy.
Nani? That's it. Which is Japanese for what? Which is kind of appropriate, but you never know.
What?
What? Did you put it on Twitter? Is it on Twitter? Where did you put it?
It's on Twitter. It's a poll.
And then I asked him to share the
link. I just put it in chat. So it should be in all 4 chats. Riz, is that you said we should name the podcast would work for you guys?
You really had to be that guy, huh?
I had to. You know I had to. So, but I do like the similar but distinct.
Riz, I would apologize for his behavior, but you know exactly how he's going to be like.
She's known me for years.
I'm sorry for you knowing him for years.
But yeah. So
we put out a few different options there. And so we're voting on poll wise anyway. And
yeah, it doesn't mean it will stick with that one, but I like the similar but distinct. I also like the same but different.
I got you all beat.
No,
6 years minus 9 months.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Wait, Jay, did he ever tell you the story about our 36th birthday?
Or I thought I was younger. I don't remember my age.
Yeah, 36 your birthday. He thought we were 35. We turned 36. He went around telling everybody, "What 35? What 35?" I'm like, "No,
I didn't care."
I'm like, "What? Get the calculator out." He's like, "Oh, we are."
In my defense, I stopped counting birthdays at age 25. No more insurance breaks. No more car insurance breaks. No more credit discounts. Nothing.
That's not true. You've got kids. The moment they turn 16 and get a license, you start praying for age 25 again.
Or for them to move out.
Yes.
King Sunshine said the bearded wonders. Honestly, I wouldn't call that a beard.
Yeah, Sunshine. Joe's the guy with the hat and the green shirt on is my twin brother. He's 2 minutes younger than me. 2 beards, 1 podcast. Who wore it? We could do 2 beards, 1 podcast, and below it could be who wore it better.
Right?
Damn it! Oh man!
The
I gotta
thing
go.
about names is once y'all start doing this, it just goes. It goes and goes. So I mean, that's the thing too. Is like once you start talking about these things.
Oh my god!
I don't know if he can, because if he licks Calvin's hand again, he may find some leftover dinner.
You might find some.
Kind of tasty. Oh man!
Oh man, that's great. So Geek, I think what you do, right, is we get a couple more options, right? And then we take those and run them on a poll and see what we come up with.
I like that idea. But I do like different or similar, but what was it?
Same but different.
I like the same but different. I kind of like the similar but distinct. I'm not big on
I
the
like the similar but
unparalleled
distinct.
one.
The unparalleled one?
Yeah, but Doughboy is always coming in here with some good suggestions for names.
2
so
beards,
always
1
funny.
podcast. I like that one, though.
Yep. Yep. So,
Dwarven podcast.
Same but
Tonight
different
on Two
reminds me of
Beards,
the interview
One
with
Brain.
Seth Rogen and James Franco. That was the dumbest freaking interview.
I agree. I turned that off.
I like the Joe Rogan interviews. Those get funny. So Geek, no excuses for getting you and Jedi's birthday. Yeah.
Oh, he'll forget.
Hi, Matthew.
They're saying hi to you. Lean in.
What
Say
up,
hi.
dude?
Bonjour, monsieur.
You need a
Comment
haircut.
ça va?
Yeah, he knows. We're going to try and go do it tomorrow.
I'll cut it for him. I got clippers.
Jerry, I'm not going to say this loud for him to hear it. He's taller than you and I are now.
He went trick-or-treating with the kids, I know. I can still take him, though.
If you can catch
Hey,
him.
look. At your age, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
So easy.
He's like, nope.
So
That
easy,
one-
Mr.
that one just
Nope. Easy. I'm going to tell you a date. It's really simple to remember. My birthday is the same day that Hogwarts Legacy is released.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Dance to
Is
the
it
music.
is it geeky of me to now correlate all my life events with game release dates?
No,
or
I
hardware
think it's
release
actually really
dates?
cool.
Between a rock and a beard.
So who's the rock and who's the beard?
I don't
Well,
remember
obviously.
eating that. Based on what happened with
Rock.
Calvin, it's like we can name it. I don't
Hey, look,
remember
it's
eating that.
obviously Geek has already had the crunchy stuff from the sand, so
So you know what Matthew calls these, Jay?
Battle of the Beards.
Since these are white, these are my wizened wizard whiskers.
Yay. I just call the
Interesting.
man has been sucked out of me. As long as it's not Canadian ketchup. What is it? Ketchup chips?
you've been there.
Ugh.
Oh.
Not even
Well,
my
sure.
wife would eat them. They were disgusting.
Well, you put ketchup on your eggs, bro.
No, I don't. I put
Hey,
Tabasco sauce on my eggs.
you put. Oh, I was there growing up. You used to put ketchup on your eggs. It grossed
enough.
me out.
What did Easy say? What sounds violent? What did he? When's your guys' birthday? I'll keep sending you ketchup. No, I'm not doing ketchup
Final
chips.
countdown.
Then no, I'm not. Hold on.
February.
Yeah, February 10th.
Yeah, I had a friend who watched your stream when you ate the what is it, the Pokey Hot chip, Gerald?
Uh-huh.
And they said, you know what would make his stream go more is if you did it with him. And I went, no.
So you all know,
Yeah,
a long time ago, I did order
Twisted.
because of freaking Twisted McKenzie. I ordered Doritos ketchup chips. You freaking Canadians can keep those chips, eh? They're disgusting.
Those are real.
Yeah,
yes, those are real, and they're real nasty. Whoever thought of making chip is all I gotta say.
They are real. He's been there.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know. All I know is my wife loves all sorts. She's from Asia, so the palate's different. The taste palate's different. But she wouldn't. She tried one, and she was like, "Nope, you gotta." We couldn't give the chips away. We literally couldn't find anybody to take them. And then we found, I can't remember who it was, one person at church that was from Canada. He's like, "Oh, these are good." I'm like, no.
Those are what? That's what that is. It's like what?
They have, yeah, I've seen those, Doughboy. Wait, Easy says my wife was like, Doritos ketchup. Those were her favorite when he used to chips. Yeah.
Is she pregnant? Sorry.
You knew he was going to ask that.
I'll throw out my wife if she ever watches. She should tell me. You know what the weirdest thing she ever ate? When she was pregnant with Calvin, it wigged me out. Sardine and liver spread sandwiches.
Be right back.
Sardine and liver spread.
My bad. That's nice.
Welcome back.
Gesundheit, mein Freund.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, they do. The pickle's not bad. The pickle flavor ones aren't bad. All right, Drinker, get some sleep. Thanks for coming in and thanks for the raid, my friend. Thank you so much.
Wow, I've got nothing. I've seen weirder flavors.
Yeah, pickle's not bad. I've had the pickle one.
Ditto.
So,
I have to say, I have to agree with that. Actually, everybody looks at me funny because I like fried pickles.
No, I eat fried pickles. But
we eat fried pickles.
Dude.
Fried pickles are not created equal.
You know what?
So
fried Oreos.
However, yeah, I've done fried Oreos.
I've had those.
Hey, Bob. So here's one for you.
Hey. Here's two.
We're kind of mean when we do fried pickles because we'll make homemade fried pickles, right? But we mess with the kids and we'll hide in the occasional fried jalapeno.
That's what's up.
Jerry, did you get the video I texted you last night? About the little kid drinking the
Yes, that was spicy. That reminded me of the video of the little kid that's with his parents is recording him, and the kid's like a toddler or something, and he drank something or something like that, and he's looking at him, they're all laughing, he just looks at him and goes, "That's some good shit." It's just like okay.
I forgot. I should have sent it to
Jay.
Easy,
I agree.
Wait, gravy and biscuit flavored Lay's. I've tried those. Not bad, not great, not bad. They have cucumber flavored Doritos. Now that's nasty. I haven't tried that. I haven't seen them. I'll be a hard pass.
Okay, Jay, I sent you that video.
Yeah, that's me. Oh boy.
I sent you the video on your phone.
Oh, okay. Because I was
if you're talking hot foods.
So what you're saying is you're going to do the hot challenge with us next time?
I'll do it. Sure.
By the way, I did chat with CB. We got to get a date on that one for either next week or the week after to do the fundraiser. I got to get with you about that. He was going to talk to the rest of the guys in his house.
What are you guys planning on doing?
Well, every year we've tried to, when we were doing the podcast regularly, we've tried to do holiday fundraisers.
We've done it 2 years.
Yep. And
that was why the noodles came around.
Yeah, try to do something spicy, and then all the money that we raise it goes to a charity for the holiday. So
okay, I remember that. I do remember that.
Yep. And
because Geek said he wouldn't do chocolate again.
Yeah, with my stomach, and Joe can vouch for this one. The chocolate coats it. It just destroys because of no gallbladder.
Easy. Oh man!
See, when we finish, I'm coming over to get a thing of eggnog.
You're welcome to come. Yeah. Chips. If you want spicy, we got.
Just see his face, dude.
No.
Easy. You need to send him a box.
No. So, there's
try at least one.
There's what is it? What is it? There's a spicy pickle challenge. There's which has got the Maruga. It's soaked in Maruga scorpion or marinated or pickled in the Maruga scorpion sauce. I don't know if I want to try that. It'd be different. CB was crazy with the spicy top ramen. He went for the he has. So, but yeah,
if we ever have a spot to post some videos, I have the video of Jerry eating a Reaper, and I have the video of him eating a 7-pod brain strain, and the hilarious reactions.
I had the boot Holokia video too. I remember me eating the boot Holokia. I have the video of that one. It was doing just fine, and then Craig ate a small piece of it, and then he had to put his hands on the counter and say, it's hot. It was great.
I'll still take that over the balut.
I'll eat balut any day of the week. I don't think I can get half the guys to eat balut. Yes, Doughboy, that's the one. That is the one. This is chocolate milk. That's some good shit. So, yeah. I can't play it.
Joe, you can put it in picture sharing and meme stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I should do that.
I'm gonna guess that's where I put it.
Hallelujah. CPU dropped $100.
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked up a 5900 X3D processor 2 days ago. 5800 X3D
for $350, right?
$299.
See, I'm waiting.
It was for that day though. I had to drive down to Micro Center to get it.
I'm waiting because I know they're gonna come out with a 7800 version of that, and that's the one I'm gonna want.
This is more for. There's another guy in the ward that was trying to get something, so it was his budget. That was what he had. And they only let me get one. And if he doesn't come through, I know a certain person on the other side that would be interested in the 5800 X3D because I know it'll go on his board without an issue.
What are you drinking?
Me or him?
Not you, him.
Yeah. Now he's like me or him.
Jay, I know what you're drinking. What is that? Are you pulling a Tony Stark on us?
The Advanced GG shaker.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's got sour green apple in it.
Oh, yeah. That's that one you sent me the link for, right?
Maybe it's been a while, but anyway, it's Advanced GG's sour apple, and it tastes like a Granny Smith.
Oh, yum.
Bob says years ago I was working with a bunch of Mexicans. Then they told me this Bernito. Try this Bernitos.
Yeah, one lesson to learn: they always lie about something not being hot.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one explicit truth that I know. Mark, no matter which podcast and Friday night it is, he's got pizza? A Coors Light and pizza.
Supreme.
Does he have pizza?
He always has pizza.
I'm kind of craving pizza now. I might have to order some pizza.
This is number 8, right? And every week, so for the past 2 months, he's had a Coors Light and a pizza.
Yep.
So the way I'm hearing that is he has to have beer to watch your podcast.
Yes. I mean, I'm not surprised. Have you seen this?
Well,
yes.
Yeah. That's why he has that.
Or I take it as a compliment, It's
you
chill.
drove him to drinking?
No, that was way before us. That was way before us.
He got in the habit. He already ate it.
Yeah. So,
Easy. I have to agree because
that chocolate though, it wasn't that it was hot; it was that it sticks.
Yeah. So I've had stomach surgery.
You could try it if you want.
Yeah, and gallbladder surgery, so I don't have any control of the amount of bile that dumps into the stomach. And that chocolate, because it's got sweet in it and high in fat, it causes the bile to dump in even faster. I'm not trying to gross anybody out, but my stomach when we did that chocolate, it went from this to like super. I was puking, not because it was hot, because Joe can tell you I can handle hot food all day long, but I can't My
I had to
stomach
take
is
him to the
limited in
emergency
size.
room at one point after
Yeah.
that too. I thought,
No, not that
Yeah,
one. So
'cause,
we're
it was rough,
yeah.
like for him.
So we're
'Cause
gonna
when he came back too, we didn't think. That's why we was like, you know what, we're not going to do chocolate again if it's
Yeah.
anything hot.
but the ramen I handled just fine.
Because we originally were going to do something like that, similar again, but chocolate. But after his reaction to it, we're like, yeah, no,
ooh, what about the gummy bear?
no, that's still gonna be sweet
Ooh,
though.
what about
Yeah,
Satan's
that's
toe? Satan's toe. Have you not seen that?
I'm afraid to Google it.
Hold on, I think it's called Satan's toe.
Satan's toe. The lollipop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, we'll take it easy. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
easy.
you-
Like, I'll
The only
probably
thing that
get with some people to see if they would like to do that as well. So if so, we
it's
can just
9
message about
million
it.
Scoville units.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah, you haven't seen that before. You're welcome. Post the link so they can see it.
And just share it.
Huh.
Then they've got the little
It's
nitro
cheap
2-pack.
too, dude, and it's in stock.
Yeah,
Did you
Riz,
see
you
that
got it
they've
right.
also they make something called the little nitro world's hottest gummy bear, and they are 9 million Scoville as well.
I've had the gummy bear. I did it with Ben Roper.
One bear equals 9 million jalapenos.
No, the problem with the gummy bear, it's small enough. It doesn't really do what the chocolate did, but it sticks in your teeth.
Oh yeah,
And
I think you would do. I think you guys should do. I think Satan's toe of Satan, whatever you want to call it. I think that's the one you should do.
you know what the problem with this, Jay, right? This isn't something you just eat, consume, and you're done. This damn thing's gonna last the length of the podcast.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, but see, the last time we did something like that, where it was hot like that,
He's put it in his heart. Yes.
it turned out to be in that we really couldn't speak that well.
But that's fine. We just take turns.
So what you're saying, Jay, is you have the lollipop, and then 15 minutes later, you're the bishop from Princess Bride. Together, we are bringing you the podcast today.
So we'd have to have CB, Sweat, Jay, me.
I don't see like I don't
Dude, what's-
see some of the people doing this though.
Well, hold on. I'd make Doughboy join us. Because he'd be funny to watch.
I volunteer to be the commentator, the
No, you have to
referee.
do it yourself.
I'll do it.
Well, I gotta look up the pricing. What's the do you remember where's the yeah, gotta go. Do you remember how many we can do on stream with the upgraded one?
I don't remember.
Let me look. I'll Google it. Restream IO. Restream plans. Plans and pricing. There we go.
You're gonna get Fury. Jerry, you can imagine Fury doing it.
I couldn't do Fury. He's
Callie?
not that he's overseas. It's just that we have to make sure we're mindful of the audience. So even when I upgrade, oh, dude, Jay, did you see they dropped the price from 49 down to 41? I'm going to be, now that I've got so one of the things that the YouTube monetization is going to do is that's going to pay for the upgrade to the Restream IO Pro, which is what we're using right now. And that's going to give us 1080p instead of 720p. But it still only allows up to 10 guests on screen. So we'd be still limited unless we did a Zoom call, which was not great. I think though 10 would be the max ideal number, right? Because we go more than that, it's really too hard to manage.
Yeah, I mean it really is because then you got everybody trying to talk over each other and everything else, man. Honestly, I'd like to sit down and talk some more about what we want to do first before we just decide on something. Because the thing is, too, Joe, like overall, too, it doesn't have to be just the spicy stuff too for a fundraiser thing too, though. And so,
yeah, I mean, it's got to be
because that
something
was
we
the
can do
whole
on
thing, though,
stream.
is I didn't want to get into the habit for everybody to expect it because some of the people that say they'll do it, like Twisted, right? The thing that he made to do something similar to what we did, it really messed him up. So it's like I don't want people doing that to themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
Because some people just do it and then it turns out to be really bad. So
yeah,
that's why another thing. That's something that me and Geeko need to sit and talk about too.
Yeah, we have to figure that out. Probably hammer that probably tomorrow.
I mean, because like I don't mind people coming on and do stuff with us, like dumb stuff like that, because I am pretty dumb. So I mean, hence why I'm still sitting here.
Why is that in my beard?
Common sense challenged.
But
I mean, it's there, but I don't use it very often. Didn't I tell you?
So I know that the we need to figure out who, when, and what.
Yep.
Thanks, Doughboy. Appreciate it. I was stressed out because it was stuck at like 990 for a couple days. It would go up by 2, it'd go down by 2, go up by a couple, go back down by a couple. And I was just like, it's never going to make it to 1,000.
I did make it 29 geek.
You'll get there. You'll get there. I think you're going to get there sooner than you think.
No, I'm not really
but at the same time, you don't want to send someone to the.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
That was the issue. Is why like I know some of the people that will want to do it, they're not going to be able to handle that already. I can look at it and tell that it'd be bad. 9
million Scoville is because you got to remember the Boot Holokia was only 1.6 million Scoville, which is a ghost pepper. The Maruga Scorpion's only a couple million. Well, that's capsaicin, frozen and extracted, and bloody hell, I don't know.
It used to be 3 million, so I wasn't aware that it had gone up to that. You could always do something like they do on.
Yeah, see, easy. I'm not being responsible for that. So,
what's that YouTube channel? First We Feast, and they do the chicken wings with the hot sauces.
Oh, we could do different levels of hot, and people could drop out.
You could have all of you start. Everybody get the sauces, and everybody's got the same hot sauce.
We had talked about. See, here's the thing. We talked about that before, but that gets a little expensive. Yeah. So if this time next year and the channel's making money, then we can have that money to invest in that kind of stuff.
Or if you plan ahead, the actual channel that does that, First We Feast, and I can't remember what it's called, Sean is the host, they actually will, if it's for a good reason, they will donate the hot sauces if you have a big enough platform. So if you've got CB and a few of you others that have a few 100,000 or more followers, are going to see it, and it's going to probably hit that 1 million mark or more for these views, which it has a really good chance of doing. You could probably get that sauce donated for up to a total of 10 people.
See, that's something you got to sit down and talk with them though too. Let's see.
I'm just saying. Depends on how.
It's kind of like
how big your content is.
Yeah, so something that a lot of people don't understand about the way we set up the podcast, we're not here to take advantage of their audience per se. We're here to have them participate because they're cool people. Yeah. So that's a gray area for me. Contemplated, but gray area.
Well, either way,
Unforsaken Jana will figure it out tomorrow, though.
Because either way, that still would be fun, I think, for everybody to watch how far. If you get 10 of you and all of you have your favorite chicken wing and you have those sauces and you all start with one and you work your way up on it, I think it would be interesting to see how far someone could go with it. And it would also allow someone, I'm suffering from geralditis earlier, also allow your fundraiser folks to graciously tap out when they can't go any further.
I don't know if they
It's something to
tap
think
out
about.
or
It's
not.
something
They're
that we'll
pretty
have to.
Well,
headstrong.
tap out's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
It's something that we'll have to sit and chat about and figure out, though. It's not like something that's going to be decided today or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it's something to figure out.
Oh boy, I might as well lick the stove.
Yeah. At that
Make
point,
sure
though.
it's off first.
Easy said,
Yeah.
I'd do it. He'd do it for the vine.
Can
Haven't heard that in forever.
It's coming back. Twitter's bringing it back. Yeah. So regarding what we're gonna do for the fundraiser, that'll be something Jay and I take off stream just to talk about and plan.
Yeah, because I mean,
There's just right
it's
up there.
not going to be rushed into it. So, I mean,
Yeah. We kind of need to do it in the next, like by the usually we have a lot more time to plan these things, but podcast is coming back, so we might keep it simple.
yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
for the first time back, maybe keep it simple, just
Yeah.
because we're starting to get back on our feet doing it.
Could always
the
send out
podcast.
the spicy bugs.
I mean, because it's been a while since we've done this, so we're just trying to get back in the motions and everything else too. So,
Well, if I can help in any way, just let me know. I'm more than happy to.
But we could sacrifice Joe's what he's saying, so we find some hot stuff. We need somebody to test it.
That would be Ben.
thanks, Easy. You know
Yep.
what, Easy?
Gerald, you can't have my first son, but you can have the
You
second.
know what, Easy?
Hey, I'm
I
going
gotta
to
do
tell
this
you,
now.
adobong ng isip.
I'm being
Mhm.
sarcastic. He loves that boy. Loves hot, spicy, whatever. He'll try it.
But I've eaten bugs in the Philippines. I don't have a problem eating bugs, especially if they're done right. Just saying. Tastes like epis, which is a giant type of beetles over there.
Oh wow,
They put them in adobo sauce. They taste really good. It's like popcorn.
that's insane. For what I just found.
Did you Google it?
No, I looked up something else since we were talking about hot stuff.
You got to be careful with your Google searches, man. It's
I
like
found,
Sheldon. What are you searching? How to entertain young?
call it,
No, stop. Ice Guy,
it's,
how's it going?
Hey, Geek, just to let you know, it's 13 million.
Skull.
is?
Oh, you got a. What is it?
It's what they
I'm
call
in-
the Death Nut Challenge.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, I think I have it bookmarked actually.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
looking at
I
that.
do.
And I was like,
Death Nut Challenge
Really?
3.0. It's $12 to $20 depending on where you
Yeah.
get it from. The original one was based off of the Carolina Reapers.
yeah, there you go.
Um,
What's good, Scott?
but-
How you doing?
there's a gift set for
Actually,
it.
no. I
If you
see what you're
survive,
talking
you get
about
the
there.
shirt. What is let me see here. The one that I have in my 13 million. Oof.
Okay.
This
Okay,
is
so I was on the stream channel, and
Yeah.
Dado's kind of auto started, and he's fighting something that just hit him 4 times, and he died.
on what? On God of War?
Yeah.
Depending on the
God
mode
of
you're
War
playing
Day
on.
3. He's
If
on
he's-
no mercy difficulty.
Yeah, I'm not playing that. It's not fun at the moment. There's a couple mobs that will 1 to 2 shot you in the plants in Vanaheim.
It's hard to fill the callus.
Yeah.
Yeah, things get up there. Now that I'm starting to look at this stuff. This is why Geek said not to do it.
Yeah. There's I think the hottest one out there requires to buy it. Not only do you have to sign 2 waivers, but you have to send a notarized form in. Not just sign and buy it. You have to notarize that you're the one that's waiving it and that you're the one that's going to eat it and that you won't give it to somebody else. It's that insane. What's the hottest item ever? All right. So easy. Every year here in Dallas, they do what's called Zest Fest. and they bring the hottest. Like it's at the one of the convention centers over in Irving, and it's one of the biggest convention centers in the Metroplex. And they bring hot sauces from all over the United States, all over the world, and they come there and they sell hot sauces. You can try and you can sample them. And until 3-4 years ago, they would do the hottest one. You could do the signed waivers and everything. They'd have paramedics there on hand and everything. And then some dumbbutt ruined it and tried to sue him because he had to go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And they decided, well, we're not going to do anymore. The hottest item in that particular time, Celia would not let me do it, but it was 17.3 million Scoville. It's a liquid capsaicin, and what it was, they would dip the toothpick, that much of the toothpick, into the sauce, let it sit for a second, and they bring it out, and you just stick the toothpick in your mouth. But 17.3 million Scoville, and that's freaking hotter than crap. So you get your I don't know if you went with us on that one. A jalapeno averages between 6,000 and 9,000 Scoville. A habanero is around, depending on the breed of habanero, goes from 250 all the way up to 500,000 Scoville. So those are your spice ranges to base stuff off of. Tabasco sauce is like 50,000 Scoville, so not super hot, not super bad.
Yo, Vicious, what up?
Mr. Vicious destroys. Was watching him do God of War earlier too. Mm-hmm. So he'd be interesting to watch. Try to eat one of those spicy fish. Could you see Vicious eating? I'm dying. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. You joined at the wrong time, Vicious. But
it's definitely something we'll figure out. We need to anyway. So it'll be fun. We got it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, and my wife is texting me.
It doesn't even have to be hot stuff. We can figure out something else for it too.
Yeah, so. It just has to be. I think we're doing well, Vicious. It's something that we can do and enjoy on stream that people will find entertaining. And if they want to do, we give a heads up, a week in advance of us doing it. They can, with a link, if they want to go do it, try to set something up. I'm not eating durian free. No, thank you. I've done that before. That shit is nasty. It's
damn. So we got a
plus do you
cuss on stream and we got a rant. Wow, we're really winning.
That's do you know how hard it is to get durian? I'm flashing back to when I had it. Oh no, I'm not doing it. It's really hard to get a hold of it to begin with, but it's
is that fruit from Asia?
Yes.
Yeah, it smells good too.
So that is the one of the only foods that I've ever eaten. And within I got it in the mouth. I bit down on it and went, and just everything that was inside of my stomach, not just my mouth, just everything went. Oof. It was like The Exorcist all over the place. It was. So that's a no. No.
Yeah. You've ruined his evening now. He's like, oh boy.
Dude, not even Celia will touch it.
Jay, when he was over in the Philippines, I get this recording, this tape. This is before all the
the balut.
He was eating this 16-day-old duck egg,
mm-hmm.
and he's recorded it. And I cannot explain to you the sound.
Film camera, 35. Oh, the audio, yeah.
To listen to him crack the duck egg, let alone eat it. Oh, that's the beak. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Just cracking the egg, though, was like, is he hitting it with a hammer? It was, no, thank you. Yeah, doughboy. I'm, Gerald does the sound effect way better. There you
So, depending on the age, the duck will be
and it's a
more
delicacy
along. And so, it honestly, it tastes, the liquid in it tastes like chicken noodle soup, right? And if you go too young, it's just a pile of mush. It's an incubated duck egg. If you go too old, then you get a lot of feathers and a really crunchy beak. So the median of the road for me is between 16 and 17 days of incubation. I'm grossing everybody out, but it's not bad. Like this one here, that is probably 18 to 19 days. That's too much. And this one here is probably 15 days. So yeah. Anyways, now that I've made you all feel uncomfortable, you are welcome.
Notice I'm not looking at the camera.
Well, he said, "Don't worry, I'll send it to you later."
Yeah. So, but
At all.
yeah. So
he's up Geek's life over there.
yeah. I don't know. We do, and whatever we do for the fundraiser, it doesn't have to be surrounded food either, Jay. So we could do.
Yeah, I
something
think that's
else.
why. I think maybe for the first one back, let's do something a little different though.
Yeah, we just gotta
See
figure it
what
out.
try to see who would want to be down for doing some stuff like that. And later,
I know
down the
two.
road.
I know two people already
Because
but we'll
I
talk
think
about them
it'd be
off.
back in May again.
Yeah,
So
you have seen worse, sadly.
yeah, but Mark, have you ate it? Geeks ate it.
And cats.
Now, I will tell you the one thing I had in the
Oh,
Philippines.
boy.
That
I thought he was about to say he ate cat in the Philippines and he liked it.
I had cat in the Philippines. I didn't like it. It was really gristly. I won't do it again. But in the Philippines, they have on the beaches, depending on where you're going, you pull this bark off.
Yeah.
You park the bark off the tree, and they got these really slimy looking worms. Those were pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember what they were called, but they were pretty disgusting.
I never heard about the worms.
Yeah.
Never heard about the worms.
There's pictures
look it up
in
on our
the
stream,
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
the things you learn about Geek while doing a podcast.
You are welcome. It's called the Timilok worm.
If it sounds like a parasite, you shouldn't eat it.
Yep.
And if it looks like one, you really shouldn't eat.
I like how the second picture tried to make it look like shrimp.
Yeah, it's not. No, this is. It comes out of a tree. You just pull it out of the bark, and they like to dip it in sauce. They don't cook it or anything. You just eat it. Nope. No, tried it. Nope.
You can go
not
ahead
again.
And,
Change.
Joseph, I can't look. I can't look. So.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, you guys.
Well, here's the thing: if you're over there, and I'm over there as a missionary, you can't say no because that might be the only food that family has, and they're offering it to you as a form of You know, they're trying to be hospitable to you and be kind. If you say no, they're like, well, whatever. So you say yes. Said yes, and then my stomach said no. Although I think that one was more texture than anything. The worst dish I ever had was made with filled rat. Ooh. That was right up there with the Dorian.
Isn't that the one
But I do like traveling the world and sampling the foods all over the world and the delicacies and stuff. But yeah, some are good, some are not so great, and some will never happen again. But okay, what else we got, Jay?
Let's make sure that we get votes on the poll, so we can try to compare.
They've been coming. They've been coming in on the tweet. I think we have 4 or 5.
As a reminder.
I voted.
So
that
far,
way we can compare it to
similar
the
but distinct is in the week. Is the lead with 4 votes.
And then we can compare it with the other one that we have and go from there.
Yeah.
And once again, we're live streaming from
It is.
all like both YouTube channels, both Twitch channels as well. Just so
And
everybody
then-
knows.
Sky, I agree. That's Sky knows. He's been around the world a couple places. I know Jay has too. Food's really good. So the best thing is if you're going to talk food and travel, never be closed-minded just because you don't know what it is, can't pronunciate it or identify what it is. Just try it. You might regret it. You might not. Be surprised. Anyways. Okay. Make sure you vote. If you haven't given Jay's channel a follow or anything, if you haven't subscribed to Jay's, Jay, if you want to put your YouTube in the chat, if you haven't subscribed to it, he's trying to rebuild his YouTube channel. Give that a subscribe. He's slowly getting that built back up. I've got to check in with the family here in a few minutes. They're still freaked out after the house. So those that are joining late, somebody tried breaking into our back door while we were out earlier. They didn't get in successfully at all. The dogs kind of deterred them. However, they beat the crap out of the doorknob. The guy was, I don't know what the guy was doing. So I've got to check in with the family and everything. Wife's a little freaked out. And then I'll be streaming after I check in with her some God of War.
You know,
Do you guys need
since
anything?
we're talking about food,
Okay.
though,
No, I'm good.
you know, do you want to try camel?
Don't want to try what? Camel?
Camel, yeah.
Yeah, I've had it.
There's a burger joint here in town called Twisted Root.
Yep.
It was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. They actually have a camel
Thanks,
burger.
Bob. Yep. It's so the problem with like camel and even like ostrich is this you've got to add some fat to it or some really good seasoning. Just gonna say it. It's not bad, but it's yeah. I'll keep that in mind if I ever go to Alabama and a crusty old man offers me.
Oh man,
I had to stop myself from reading that aloud.
yeah, I about did.
I almost like, well, okay.
Hey, look, this isn't Breaking Bad, and
Cooking some Wagyu fat. Beef tallow for the win.
Dude, I could eat. Dude, we've got the stuff in the fridge outside.
so geek.
I'm
gonna have
actually
you focus
making.
so your wife doesn't yell at you.
Yeah, I'm making
Focus.
Wagyu compote butter. By the way, just FYI.
Because I thought you said you needed to go too.
I do.
Okay.
So, yeah. Don't
But
knows that.
geek, since you'll probably leave after we get done, if Joe, you want to hang around for a minute, still some stuff I want to ask you about the links that you sent me earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I say earlier, but it was like a few days ago.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna kick you guys out of the stream when I
No,
turn
because
it off.
if I
Oh no,
stay
no,
here,
that's right.
because-
That's right.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
man, Easy. You should post that on Twitter and ask.
You
him
know what
to
happened?
tag
You know
me.
what happened? You know what happened to Easy, right? He went into the kitchen. He ate himself a ketchup chip, and now he's feeling all cuckoo and spouting stuff like that. Lay off them ketchup chips, man. It's messing with
Probably
you.
what it is. Yeah, the camel dip. I knew what you were going for, but
I
since
knew-
you did it right after him. Oh man.
Oh no. Okay. Anyways, Joe, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's been a
I
good one.
enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
Maybe I can get you back on here when we talk some more, because I do want to go a little bit deeper into that casual versus hardcore.
So do you,
but I would like
When I
I
do
know
the
that-
build, do you still want to stream it? And then we can do the conversation then too if you want.
Yep, that's fine.
yeah, because it'd be a good conversation to have.
Because
Honestly.
I think you could take that and say, okay, you build it for this purpose. Like Gerald, one of the side note, and I'm not trying to distract. One of the biggest differences between you building and me building, I'm not streaming. I don't have to worry about that extra codecs for OBS. I don't have to worry about how that's
Right.
going to affect me. So for you though, it's a different thing.
Yeah. No. I get that, but I also look at the cards now. What is the purpose of the card? Is the cost justified? which is
Yeah.
way different half the time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
please give Jay a follow if you haven't, again, on YouTube or in Twitch. You can always find us in the Discord. You can find us
On Twitter,
on Twitter,
Instagram.
Here. These are our handles. I don't know about Joe's. I don't know. Did you, now that Elon bought Twitter, did you get unbanned?
From Twitter?
Yeah.
I wasn't banned on Twitter.
You were a long time ago. I never remember. Anyways, you had to since you voted, but anyways, give us a follow, hit us up, let us know if there's topics or anything you want us to do.
Or games if you want us to try them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do. Riz doesn't want to know what I have coming. So, but I also, so one of the things too for the channels and stuff, monetizing, I want to be able to buy more hardware and buy certain hardware and a test bed and be able to see, here's what the minimum is that I would actually recommend buying for a gamer for these types of games or for these types of things. So that's one of the reasons and the goals behind what I'm trying to accomplish. Anyways, we will see you guys tomorrow or next Friday. Jay, I'll hit you up in the morning sometime. I don't think that with what they're going on that they're going to sleep anytime soon, so I'll be up for a while. But then when you guys get done chatting, if you want to talk some more or something, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you'll be back around, we'll probably holler at each other.
I'm not going to sleep.
Dill Boy, thanks for hanging by.
So thanks everybody that came by. Y'all are awesome.
Nice seeing everybody.
Amazing. Stay safe out there. We'll see you around. And